Red, what happened last time?
Ooh, a doozy. As we met our young heroes, impressionable young children, preteens at best, going about their lives, going about school, hanging out with friends, getting in trouble, doing drugs apparently as well, and meeting our friend Eddie along the way. As we had apparently a speaker come speaking about going to other countries, going across seas. Latvia being one of them, of course, and opportunities that could present for us, and interest in that, as well as our good friend Eddie speaking up to afterwards to go off and ditch school for fun and doing a bit of mischief as we got drugs, and well, not all of us partaked. Some of us being the more responsible ones and making sure no one got in trouble, mainly being Jack, as he made sure no one would do anything too stupid. Though a bit of an odd situation popped up for a minute, but blinking you missed it type of thing. As we went about our business, though, we got caught by, let's say, Claire's uncle, seeing what was going on. Very disappointed, saying that they wouldn't tell our parents, but we needed to stop that nonsense right now. And we, of course, listened to the adult and what about our business, but once we were out of earshot, decided to go forth to do more trouble, getting more drugs, having more fun with movies, even doing a little, I believe, a little test to get some money, basically. A little free research thing they were doing, which we signed up for and got $50 each, and paying for our drugs and other stuff. I believe as well the next day we got decided to also get a bit into some more mischief, as Eddie had heard rumors about some weird, uh, sort of weird people moving some items in such a warehouse or some type of factory. Regardless, like people who were at the research place we were at, and asked if everyone wanted to go, starting with the ones he could convince easily and getting anyone else to gang up on the other ones. Claire being a bit reluctant, Jack seeing his friends causing trouble, Cynthia and Tatiana going in once they heard what the premise was, essentially. As we made our way into a strange, empty lab with well, people speaking another language, maybe Japanese, seemingly walking around and hiding something and finding something odd in the basement as he took pictures and collected evidence. And after we left, we handed over to Cynthia, as her father knew the right people to get this in the right hands. And the story was blown wide open. And while our names were put in the paper, was made obvious that someone during this time was part of that, as the people who were doing the little factory project were shut down and seeing that they were doing something that was definitely illegal. So we were very happy and very proud of what we did and accomplished. Things continued forward, though there was a bit of sour mood as things took a turn. We went over to see our friend Eddie, who had been missing from school for a couple days, and came upon, well, he mentioned his home life not being the best, but evidence showed that it was far worse than we thought, as he was with bruises. His father was yelling in the back, and it seems he wasn't too happy. And we were, of course, upset with the whole thing, but we had no other option when we were convinced to leave. Some of us wanted to stay, some of us knowing that there's not we could do anything about right now. And as we left, we heard the bottle being thrown and took our leave. And after that, we heard even worse sirens and got closer to find out our homes were burning. As we watched, and a man came up to us. A bit of a small bit of conversation and taunting there, as it became obvious that he or whoever he was part of had a hand in what was going on and what was happening to our parents based on what we did. And Jack and I believe Tatiana dove for him, Tatiana being held back by Cynthia, I believe, as Jack tried to grab at him and was soundly defeated. And this man seemed to shrug off our anguish and went about his business. And we dealt with that, our family being gone, our parents and no one else knowing what to do with us, though Uncle Jack came by to keep an eye on Claire and to get her friends in a safe place while he dealt with everything else going up in New York. But was there going to promise to keep an eye on us as he went about life as we could. And again, Eddie came through, having found out that there was someone speaking the same language with the people in the factory. Maybe this will be a clue to figure out what was going on with our parents or who was ever had a hand in our parents' death. Decided to go and investigate, find out who this person is, and find out something. Sticking into their house, didn't find much, a few odds and ends, but nothing of value before the occupant there came home. And we immediately made a run for it, though getting caught as soon as we dropped the gates, talking about what happened, as the man hopped over and revealed himself to be not Japanese from what we believed, but, well, introduced himself as Logan, seemingly aware of Claire's uncle, and was here to help, essentially. telling us to go home, that he understands our plea, and the fact of that is that whoever these people were, they're going to be gone soon. So giving us a bit of hope as he said goodbye, and we went back home. And well, they were gone. A few days later, apparently those people who had caused so much damage to our lives and did the deed were no longer there in the city. A bit of safety there for another bit of whirlwind. As Uncle Punisher, as I'm going to call him right now.
Uncle Castle.
Uncle Castle, thank you. Uncle Castle had a friend that could be helpful for the situation. Someplace, pull some strings, called a few people, and was able to get us a place to stay while we had a safe net to grow up and figure out what we want to do with our lives, I guess. As they took us a bus, and we had to say goodbye to our hometown and say goodbye to Eddie. I believe Tatiana did one last goodbye, saying that she was right and giving a precious camera to him, knowing that his dream of going to that college and being an investigative journalist was something he really wanted, and she promised, say, when I see you next time, just give it back or take care of it, essentially. And she hugged her friend one last time, and we left, driving all the way to Charles Xavier and Logan, and a strange mansion. Empty for now, as it would later become, we would get another person there, but Logan and Charles being there to help, telling us about their adventures, that he was roaming a bit around before coming back home. So it seems to be our situation had made it so there was a bit of change in his lifestyle too. And Logan offering to help train and teach anyone who wanted. And while we all wondered, those who didn't train wandered a bit, trying to take in the world around us, I guess, as time went on. And eventually we had a newcomer, Scott. Seemed to be in a similar situation with a bit of an odd eyewear, but we chose, of course, not to say anything as it was a very sensitive topic. Kind of a straight and narrow guy, but still, we were all open and willing to see a new friend. And eventually, Uncle Castle came by as well for another visit, wanting to go for a ride. We did try to get Scott to come along, but he was very much on his grades, and school was starting soon. He really didn't want to miss anything out. So we said goodbye to him and took a ride with Uncle Castle as he to make sure we were okay, things are all right, before, let's just say there was a bit of interruption as something crashed into the car we were in, rolling us a bit, and a man in a very strange outfit was there, as we are very much in a very bad position. And I think that's where it ended last time.
Yeah, as you are currently near the smoldering wreck of a car, as this man is sort of standing a couple of meters away from you. As well, let me check. You can all give me like a resilience check.
Resilience.
Sure.
Oh
yeah, I rolled twice.
Yeah, I think you're. Yeah. The 27 minutes ago.
Whoa! That Claire one was like 27 minutes ago.
Never mind.
Yeah, I was about to say, Grunt.
But then Mac is always a time wizard because you can see it's 6 minutes ago.
Yeah, because my computer clock is broken. I'm a time traveler.
Okay.
That's why Mac just knows what's gonna happen. He's actually from the future. It makes so much sense.
Actually, his mutant power is only to do that during grunt games. That would be like.
That's some.
I do Oracle using TTRPGs. I'm an actual real life Oracle, but it only works with TTRPGs.
Yeah, Mac, what's the lottery? I don't fucking know, but I can tell you what Grunt's gonna do in 3 games.
Tatiana take 20 damage. No.
That's 20 damage to my health, right?
Yes, both you and Jack take 20 damage. Cynthia and Claire, you take only 10 damage.
Cool. Damage reduction, pretty nice. I take 9.
Okay.
So unless I don't have that ability yet, because that's technically mutant ability.
You do, even if you're not aware of it. It should kick in. As you're like sort of being dragged out of the car, as it looks like, honestly, the man looks more confused, as if like you stumble onto something and then you like just realize you stumbled into it.
Oops, sorry lads. Oops. Let me go.
As the car, though, it looks now horrible position as he sort of locks eyes with all of you. What do you do?
I think Tatiana's in shock.
Shock, yeah, shock. Yeah. In the flight, fight, and freeze response. I'm on freeze right now.
Yeah. As
Simple, like, I'm obviously sort of standing up, trying to at least.
yeah, you
Yeah.
can sort of prop yourself. And there's a moment, Jack, where the world around you seems to freeze. You hear a voice. It says, "Looks like you're in a rough position, kid."
Hmm.
As you almost turn off to the side and you see this almost bowl of fire stare at you. You're pretty sure the voice came from it. You realize everyone around you is almost frozen in time.
This must be a concussion. I must have hit my head harder than I thought. What's...
Gonna hit your head even harder when that car explodes. There is about 1 second till the fuel tank ignites. And you, some of your friends are gonna die. Horrible explosion. Your flesh melted off your bones.
Alright. Alright. Let's say this. I'm not hallucinating you. Who are you?
You may call me Czar.
Okay, Czar. What are you?
The only one who can help you right now.
Okay. Help how? How?
This man in front of you is about to kill all of you. I can give you the power to delay him, and hopefully your friends will be able to rush away before the vehicle explodes.
What's the catch?
It's quite simple. I help you right now. You will help me in the future.
And I'll be strong enough to delay him, and they'll be fine.
They should be.
Alright. Alright. Help me save them.
Just open your mind, Jack. Let us become one.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that.
Well, I hope you still have that fucking picture somewhere saved there. Not, you better fucking find it.
Yeah, give me just half a second. Alright, Grut.
Yeah, as all of you see Jack sort of stand and kind of like get up as the man seemingly is ready to like sort of charge. And Jack ignites, as you can see, flames almost sprouting out underneath his skin as his flesh turns into this molten rock. As the giant just sort of stops, almost as if he's like, almost as if it's this invisible wall. And in that moment, Castle is gonna like yank Use, kind of grabs Claire, and probably Tatiana would be closest by. grabs you to and sort of like throws you, kind of like trying to like get you away from the vehicle, as he's like shouting for you to like move out of the way. As you turn back and you realize that the car is now like emanating smoke.
Ooh.
Presume you all like
is
run away from it.
yeah, is Frank
Yes.
also running as well, I assume?
Yeah, he's like kind of like shoving you as well, as he's like,
I gotcha. Yeah.
as you're pretty sure you're not gonna make it, as there's a moment where like you see that your life sort of flash before your eyes, as suddenly sort of there is this like the car almost lifts up with insane speed into the air, as this ball of flame ignites as the vehicle explodes high up into the air. As well, whatever you're doing, Jack, you are staring at this man, and well, you're not really sure what's going on, as you are merely a passenger at this point, running on instinct. But the rest of you will see that the giant is slowly making steps towards, well, what used to be Jack, but now is something else. As you hear like voices sort of shouting from the side, as you see a young man running up to all of you. As like Frank is like about to like pull out a pistol and like take aim. As this young man sort of rushes over to you, as she's like shouting for you to all like run away. Let me post his image. It's about your age. Are you gonna sort of just do what he says, or?
She's at least for Tata, she's like, what about
Just go,
Jack?
go, move, run. This is not something you can fight. Trust me. Move now.
Yeah, at least for Tatiana, she's heavily injured. She can't do anything to help right now, and she's gonna limp away. Probably looking back every once in a while to see what's going on.
Yeah, what's Frank doing right now?
Well, Frank is not gonna just fucking like, you can see Frank like completely disregard this. As there's like a moment he's about to shoot before like you can see him start like floating off the ground as he like loses his fucking balance. Like it's very panicked. As there's the young man's like, what is he doing? He like sort of grabs his leg as he's in the air and starts like dragging him along with the rest of you. Like a
floating
balloon,
powers are bullshit.
like an
Floating
actual
powers
balloon.
are bullshit. This would be funny if the situation was not so terrible.
But as you see, there is a moment where like cables spring out of the ground as they wrap around the hulking man and sort of yank him off the cliff. As you see a bunch of other people sort of close to where Jack is, as Jack, you sort of suddenly feel your entire body grow way and heavy. Put down your focus too. I mean, doesn't really matter. You're just sort of exhausted as you sort of collapse to the ground before there's this like girl that helps you get back up to your feet. As the man just sort of gestures for all of you to keep moving towards the mansion. I presume, Jack, you're not gonna fight this. Go along.
Yeah, I think it went from like in our like basically like being observed in my own body to being in my own body. You know, is a little jarring of experience, don't you think? So I'm just kind of going along.
Yeah. As you're like sort of all of you are like limping, as you can hear the running engine of a car coming down the road. As you see Logan stop this sort of SUV as he gets out and like starts helping you get inside. As he like you see Frank suddenly just fall to the ground flat.
What was all of that?
Logan says, "Okay, no time for explanations. Get in the car." Any of you know how to fucking drive?
I mean, I stole my grandparents' car once.
That's good. Get in, drive. I want all of you kids back at the mansion. He pulls out of the trunk this large shotgun and like tosses it to Frank. The adults need to take care of something. He looks at the older man that's like almost levitating slightly behind you and says, "Let's just see you made it in time, Max. Let's figure this shit out."
Yeah, Tatiana's gonna look like do what he says, but look at the other ones like with a what the fuck, basically.
As yeah, I guess you'll all get into the car.
Yeah, I was kind of on autopilot, kind of autopilot shock factor.
You see the three of them sort of head back down the road. As weirdly enough, you can see as there's these sort of almost like metallic knife-like objects that sort of exit through fucking Logan's knuckles. As they all just move down the road.
Okay, am I losing my fucking mind? Did anyone see that?
No, I saw that too.
Okay. Well, to the mansion we go, because I don't know what the fuck to do. Jack's in the car with us too, right?
Yeah.
Is Jack okay? Or is he not on fire, or is he?
No,
I don't even know.
he looks normal now.
Is he unconscious? He's unconscious.
No, he's
Yeah,
like
she's-
just very like you're not passed out, but like you're very woozy.
Yeah, he just kind of imagine he's like not 1,000 yards staring, but just like in on himself at the moment.
Fuck. Make sure he stays awake. Don't like questions later.
Yeah, like get the hell out of here, basically.
Yeah, it's a bit of a fiddle, but you manage to eventually put it into gear properly and drive it as the gates to the kind of like mansion courtyard open and close behind you as you see Xavier is waiting for you outside in front with Scott as he like gestures for all of you to come inside. As Scott will help sort of Jack as you are all inside alongside the other two newcomers. As Xavier sort of looks out the window a bit worried.
Could someone explain what the fuck's going on?
I hoped I would have a bit more time, but everything will be explained to you soon. I just need to make sure that those three will gonna make it back safely. Now I request that you be a bit patient. Try to stay calm.
I just saw my friend turn into a ball of fire. A man hit a car, and I think one of them was levitating. I'm gonna be honest. I'm freaking the fuck out, sir.
I'm gonna say Cynthia's gonna put like a hand on Tatiana's shoulder.
It does help her relax as she probably looks at you. And I assume there's a reassuring look on your face. Is it all right to say, Zaz?
Yes, that is the intent.
She calms down almost immediately as she will sigh. Okay, okay.
Looks, says, I please, I beg you, bear it just for a bit longer. Pietro, Wanda, can you make sure they are patched up a bit? As the two kids just nod. And sort of will probably start applying some first aid only.
Yeah, I won't say no to that.
As like Wanda will kind of start bandaging you up and says, well, I guess you're kind of in the not know then.
Yeah, no.
Oh, this is gonna be a lot. Um, hey, my name is Wanda. This is my brother Pietro.
Cynthia.
Tatiana.
Claire.
Jack.
As Scott would also introduce himself as well. Says, do not know like anything?
Feel like there's a no not knowing anything because I
I-
have no idea what the hell that was. Anyone else?
I didn't know magic was real.
Yeah, no. I don't know what any of that was.
I don't think there's a scientific explanation for that. I don't.
Hey, tell me, did I turn into a
That's
flaming
making the joke
skeleton?
again. He's getting ready to make the joke again.
I'm not. No, 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 no. I'm so sorry.
Did I turn into a flaming skeleton, or was that just the concussion?
No, you did
Oh,
that. You
yeah,
did that.
exact. You
Yeah,
did. You did.
That's a new one. Correct.
Wanda will kind of look at it and says, well, I thought it was pretty cool.
I mean, yeah, it was awesome. It was like fucking rad.
Yeah. Yeah. Outside of the terror there, that was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, he'll blush a little bit. Grunt.
Hmm.
Is that guy, like that Czar guy, just gone, or do I
Yeah,
feel
it's
any
gone.
differently?
Menacingly in the corner.
There you go. No, it's gone.
Okay.
It's a full.
I didn't know if I felt any different, or if it was just kind of. He was just, whatever. It's fine. He's gone, and he'll never return.
Never.
Never. Yeah, he'll just blush a little bit. But everybody else okay?
Well, I started feeling like I was hit by a truck, literally, and everything else. I think I have all my limbs, so that's a bonus.
Yep, banged up, but not that bad actually. Guess I got lucky.
Frank called me out before, quickly before anything happened.
Hmm. Well, let's just say that me and my brother, and I guess your friend there too, we can do some cool stuff.
Like?
And she's sort of gonna luckily have stuff. She's just sort of gonna start, like, you can see her like lift from the ground and slightly hover above it.
Holy
That's-
shit!
That's cool.
Cool.
Yeah, it was me that lifted. Your friend there was quite aggressive, and I think with a little pistol, I don't think he would have been able to do much.
Where did Frank go off?
Oh, Frank left with the other two.
Okay, I see.
Well, thank you for saving our lives with the car. Really,
Oh
really
no,
appreciate
that
that.
was dad. That was dad. I can't lift something that heavy.
Yeah, well, I will definitely say thank you to him once I have a chance.
I'll be honest, Mac. You know what?
That's fine.
I was just about to say, you know what?
Yeah, I was about
I
to
think
say
DC
DC.
is
Yeah, okay. I want to make comic jokes, but I'm wondering like what comics. So yeah, because
Make them in the
DC
chat.
is.
Make them in the chat.
Yeah.
no,
Okay.
like in character. DC
No,
comics
okay,
are,
yeah,
are
no,
a thing
yeah. I would say like, yeah, I was like, oh, are you Superman? I want to make, but then I realized, wait, is that even a thing here?
Well, I'm canonizing now because there's no one who can hit
Yeah.
me with copyright.
I'm just saying. I'm just gonna leave this here for you, Mac.
It's canon. There we go. Let's confirm that.
Does
Let's continue.
that make you feel better?
Didn't want to disrupt the scene. Sorry.
You already did.
That's why something shot there.
There's yeah.
You said your dad. What does your dad do?
A lot of stuff, but he can like this big giant magnet, like shove things around.
Okay. That's cool. So what could your brother do? Wait, what could you do, Scott?
Scott sort of looks quite. This my I don't want to talk about it.
Fair.
Oh, that's fine.
Let's just say my power isn't so cool.
I don't have superpowers. I mean, that's sure. Okay, you want to talk about it? It's fine.
Gonna fucking give Claire an elbow.
Ow. Sorry.
So what can your brother do?
Pietro looks a bit embarrassed. He says, I guess I can like punch things. I'm like a bit more sturdy than your average person. Nothing special.
That's still pretty cool. I know if someone punched me, I'll crumple like a wet blanket, so. I'm very
Wanda
delicate.
also kind of shrugs and says, yeah, he also has quicker reflexes than some of us.
So you can take a punch and dodge a punch. That's pretty cool. Have one up on me for sure. So is this like a thing? Is it like a magic club thing?
Is that guy in New York like that too? Do you guys know him?
Wanda sort of looks a bit confused. Says, we're not just arrived in the States. We gonna say you do notice that they both speak with a bit of a funny accent.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I'm not sure exactly what, but I'm pretty sure what we are. It's kind of genetic because our dad is also like that.
Claire,
Yeah?
you were pretty good in biology, right?
I don't know, but I didn't learn about this in school, Jack.
Oh, I was gonna say what genetic thing turns me into a flaming skull?
The fucking Inferno gene. I don't know.
Yum.
This was not next sheet. This was not next sheet.
Psyching you out, Mac. Move on.
Almost got him.
So how did you even find out that you have a, I guess, magic powers gene thing?
Well, I mean, I don't think it's magic powers, but like one day I could just start like moving things with my mind. So, and Pietro here, well, he got into a bit of a scrap fight, and the other guy was quite kind of gave him a concussion with like a single punch.
Oof.
But Dad always kind of expected us to start showing signs. Apparently, you start around this age. That's why we were coming here. This is supposed to be like a place for us to be able to, practice a bit more. He's talked about his friend, Mr. Charles. Not sure if you know of him.
Uh,
Yeah, we're his wards, guess? I don't know.
He took us in after we all lost our parents.
Sorry to hear that.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, we lost our mama about a couple of months ago. That's when Dad decided to come over to the States.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry for your loss.
Yeah, so apparently he and his friend were talking about I don't really listen to a lot of the nerdy stuff he talked about, but well, I think they wanted to set up a place where we could grow up. That's not an actual war zone. So here we are.
I assume it was a bit of a shock when the giant man.
Yeah, I
Here?
thought that didn't happen over here.
I don't know what the fuck that was. I'm gonna
That
be
usually does
honest.
not happen.
Eh?
There's like regular crime, but giant men with metal helmets, no.
That's at least a bit reassuring. Maybe it's just a weird one-off thing.
Does
I
it
stare at the
happen?
camera.
Does it happen where you're from?
More often than I would like.
Okay.
As Pietro kind of says, yeah, I don't think monsters are that common over here. And she shrugs, I don't know.
Wait, a monster's common over where you are from? Wait,
Well, I mean, I saw a couple.
I followed the news, but I did not see any monster reports anywhere.
Well, I didn't see any reporters where we lived.
But to define monster, what do you mean?
I don't know. 3 meter tall, large fangs, eats human flesh.
What, like a werewolf or a Wendigo or something?
I don't. People just kind of refer to them as monsters. They're not. Never stop to ask them what their classification type would be.
Alright. Well, this has been an interesting day.
Yeah, I mean, if you wait about like another half an hour, eventually you'll see all the three people coming back towards the house as their clothes definitely look a bit roughed up. As you can see, Logan is carrying Frank on his back. As once they kind of enter the mansion, you can like eavesdrop the conversation between them and Charles, as also sort of direct Logan to set down Frank and start like you can hear like a couple of pops as like his shoulder back into place and starts bandaging him up a bit. As you see the man sort of walking with Charles, and as he's gonna sort of give his kids a hug. It's like, okay, glad everyone's safe. I hope you were acquainted with the others. As Charles will look at the rest of you and says, "This is Max Eisenhart, the good friend of mine."
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Hello. Thank you for lifting the car.
Quite welcome. I apologize that we have to meet in such rough circumstances.
That's okay. I don't think you try to. I don't think you are the one who destroyed the car.
Yeah.
Charles will have to speak about him later. Charles kind of nods and turns towards the rest of you and says, "Well, maybe over a cup of tea we can, well, answer most likely the numerous questions you have."
It would be nice.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
gonna take all of you in the kitchen. As they're gonna sit down, you can see Max will brew some tea, sit all of you, pour everyone a hot cup. As Charles takes a deep breath and says, "Well, fire away."
Do you know who that guy was?
Yes,
Was he trying to kill us?
not directly, but I was his intended target. Were fortunately caught in the crossfire. He wanted to
Why
kill
did I
me.
turn? Why did I turn into a flaming skeleton?
I don't know.
Isn't it because the same thing as he'll gesture to Max and his kids? Isn't it the same thing as that?
It could be. The X gene has many, well, mutations. But we would have to do a bit more comprehensive testing because before I can say for sure.
Why was the giant man trying to kill you?
I don't know exactly. I have an inkling. I believe
What is your hunch?
that man is my brother, but he went missing 2 years ago. I thought he was dead. Apparently not, and certainly seemed to have been through some sort of ordeal. The three of them managed to fight him off, but they were not able to restrain him. That's not the problem you all need to concern yourselves with right now.
Pedro and Wanda mentioned that this is a school for other, you said X gene people?
He looks at Max and says, "Suppose we might as well explain everything to them."
Yeah, what's the X gene? I never heard about it in
Um,
STEM class.
Yes, because it's something that's not yet quite well studied or understood. It's something I discovered in my genetic research. Appears to be a latent gene that activates in certain people, granting quite unusual powers or mutations. Its full scope and mechanisms that are not yet well understood. There's very few people around the world that are even studying it. But to answer your initial question, it was about a year ago that me and Max were discussing starting a potential, called it an institute, because that is a fitting word, founding a place where could help young people with the X gene to sort of adapt, as it does seem to activate its latent properties sometime around puberty, maybe a bit later. Well, I think, like said you, Jack, sometimes the first signs can be a lot more violent than for others. So you can understand why such a place would be quite beneficial to allow you to accommodate to it. Max sort of shakes his head and says, "Charles, they're not kids." And he looks at all of you with a bit more of a somber tone. There are many people around the globe that are quite aware of the X gene, and well, right now nobody has a clear-cut method of identifying individuals show signs or increase or have high potential. But there are definitely a lot of organizations looking to, let's just say, take people like that.
So you're here to prevent them from the G-Men from abducting them?
Yes. Not, well, preventing them might be a tall order, but at least provide an alternative. Keep you folks hidden and safe for the time being. This is not gonna be a public thing.
You've been studying it, and there's not a method to necessarily find people who have it until it might already manifest. Can you
He sort of shrugs, looks at Charles, and looks back and says, "Well, I don't know of any methods, but there are those who claim that they have. Not sure how reliable such claims are right now."
He's gonna look at Cynthia and Tatiana. I did see something weird with these two before our parents died. That one broke concrete and that one teleported.
What?
When was this? What?
When you guys were with Eddie in the alleyway before Frank showed up.
I don't remember teleporting. I think I would have that pretty much down pat if that was the case.
It was like a few inches, and you both were, look at them high at the time.
Yeah. Usually it's the people who are high who fucking see shit. I don't think you took anything.
I literally turned into a flaming skull, so can you just take me on a little faith? But I didn't see shit.
Charles will sort of say, I really understand tensions are quite high at the moment. We can conduct a couple of tests and see if there is any validity to these claims. It's not a hard to prove hypothesis.
Tatiana just nods hesitantly.
certain substances can trigger an organism into, well, using muscles that maybe the conscious brain doesn't even register.
Can we please get this just? I just want this taken care of and find out, like, get some answers.
Right now, you will need to rest, recover for a bit, and tomorrow we can start prepping and organizing some, well, exercises. Figure things out.
Okay. Okay.
If there's nothing else, I'd like to go to bed, please.
Of course.
Yeah, he'll just get up, unintentionally, aggressively push the chair in, and then go to bed. Or go upstairs.
What about the rest of you?
I think Tatiana's gonna try to get some food before she goes to bed, probably. Want to see if anyone else wants to grab something to eat.
Yeah, checking Echo Frank. Okay.
Yeah, as you check in on Frank, Logan is just kind of done patching him up. It's like, don't worry, kid. He's gonna make it. Uncle's too tough for this. Bit reckless, but I think you knew that already.
Yeah. Oh, good. Thanks, Logan.
No worry, kid. Kind of ruffles your hair.
Yeah, Claire rolls joined Tatiana in the kitchen, probably grabbing a Snickers bar. I didn't know it saved Charles bites.
Grab something to eat. But you can all give me a vigilance check. Or like a 13.
Damn.
Higher rollers.
Yeah, I don't think Cynthia would be in the kitchen. I think Cynthia, by the way, is going to talk to the Wanda, Peter, and Max. She's actually she's generally curious about like where they're from, like their story.
Yeah, so I'll say this for Claire and Tatiana as you're eating. Max and Charles are also like sort of drinking their tea, but there seems to be like a weird staring contest between the two of them right now.
She's not gonna say anything, but Tatiana's gonna look.
But don't you worry, Claire. -3 ego, baby. I'm sorry, can you grunt first? Can you first grunt if you want to finish?
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
Since Tatiana was gonna look at Claire with like a raised wiggle eyebrow, like what's going on with that?
Okay. Yeah, Claire -3 ego, social etiquette of a rock. She'll go turn to Charles and Max. Is there some tension here? Do we need to leave?
It's like Charles sort of like blinks a couple times, looks at you, almost as if like focuses back. No.
We can leave you if you're discussing something that you don't want us to hear.
Tatiana hits you under the table.
Ow!
Quite all right. You can finish lunch, and it's me and Max have some issues to hash out.
Sure. Yeah, sir. We'll get out of your way. She's gonna grab Claire to try to drag her out of there.
Meanwhile, Cynthia, you're with like Pietro, Wanda, and Scott. By the way, Zaz, there's a lot of your microphone is again picking the music in the background for some reason. There's
not a lot I can do about that except for just completely mute all the music.
They seem to have grown like in a very small remote area in the mountains. No, the small, not well-known country of Latveria. Quite a humble upbringing until recently.
Just thinking in her head, huh? I don't think that scholarship is ever going to work out. Then what they tell me about is true.
Listen, they'll listen. They'll make a treaty with the vampires. Don't worry. But yeah, no. One, I'll kind of look at you, sit and like, was it what your friends said like true or like super tough?
If you're talking about like the concrete thing, I was on drugs at the time, so I don't remember doing that.
Oh, she looks at her brother. He's like super tough, so if he like punched you,
We can try it, yeah.
as you do catch that last part, Tatiana, as you like dragging Claire into the room, like the one of the living rooms.
You probably hear the words like Tatiana saying, like, Claire, you can't say things like that out loud. It's a private thing, you know?
I just wanted to ask. It was kind of awkward. This.
Look,
I
a
really find-
relationship is probably for like, one of those things that adults don't talk about because, it's a little bit taboo, so we can't be rude about it.
Why is it taboo? I thought they were saying disagreement. Clarence does not realize what the channel realized.
Oh, Claire, you're such a child. Wait a minute. What?
Now,
Cynthia?
I'll also say something, Zaz. So the damage reduction doesn't like you take 10 damage and it reduces that by 1.
It reduced the multiplier.
It reduces the multiplier of
Multiplier. Okay, I'm sorry about that.
It's way more powerful. So, yeah. Like
so I still take the 10 damage though, right?
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. One that will kind of look at you and say, "Let's go out back and let's try this."
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Are you
there?
sure that's Claire? Like, hey guys, are you sure it's safe to? What if Cynthia doesn't have superpowers and what if she gets her arm broken?
There's a hospital in town.
She's not wrong. She's not wrong.
One that just points at that.
And what if she does have superpowers, but we gotta check to make sure? I say having more people there and making sure safety for the experiment.
I think there's much safer ways to check for superpowers. I don't think the two scientists back there. I think there's. I don't think
Much
there's
more ways, yes.
Yeah, I think this is the better way. I think this will save time.
their size. You also are
Democracy manifest.
democracy, man.
Yeah, you're gonna sneak outside as you're gonna. She'll kind of gesture for Pietro and says, "Okay, first of all, you can like walk up to one of the trees, punch the tree so they can like see what happens." As yeah, like Pietro's can like level a punch, puts his back into it. As there's like the bark just kind of cracks as his fist digs into the wood.
Hold a card number with a 10 and clapping, apparently.
As yeah, no, that's definitely some fire. If that hit you, oof.
Wow.
I think you got this.
Just watch this.
And yeah, I mean he's gonna like kind of hit you in the shoulder basically. So I'm gonna like give you like the minimal amount of damage that he would. As that 5 damage with like after your damage reduction. Otherwise, so yeah, take 5 damage. As yeah, like you can see Pietro kind of like punch Cynthia in the shoulder, and she definitely took that way better than the tree did.
Holy shit.
Holy fucking shit.
Yes, and they will look at the shoulder. Yeah, that's gonna bruise, but I was expecting a shattered shoulder.
Oh my god. Cynthia, you have superpowers.
Oh, this is so fucking cool.
That's so fucking based. Wow.
That is the one that says, well, you go punch the tree.
Yeah, Cynthia's gonna go punch the tree.
As yeah, you also put your back into it, and as the fucking like your fist impacts, there's like almost a surge of power that goes through you. As the fucking entire thing collapses at this point. Just like
I'm clapping.
starts like breaks at the middle.
He's clapping. This is so awesome.
Holy shit.
Cynthia, you're so badass.
As you all turn back and you see a very upset looking Logan.
Oh,
Arms crossed and all.
this is the bathroom?
The tree hit me first.
You kids literally couldn't wait a day.
No.
Scientific experiments.
So Claire puts her hands, her face in her hands.
Logan says, please tell me at least you only punched the tree and not tried to punch each other.
Claire looks at Logan.
Oh my god.
I don't want to lie to you.
I took it a lot better than the tree did.
You didn't know that? You didn't know.
You're all grounded in your rooms. You go.
What?
Yeah, you heard me. You want to know my superpower? As you can see, like these like claws sort of jut out from one of his like fists.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
So yeah, we'll drag Tatiana along.
Yeah, Cynthia's actually like her first one says, "Does that hurt?"
Yes. It's gonna hurt you a lot more, so let's not find out. Hmm?
Is it like small swords in your hands?
Claire will be like, Tatiana, let's go. No, let's go.
I have so many questions.
We can ask the scientist tomorrow.
God.
Tatiana, I will slice off your hair and it'll look messy.
It would still be kind of cool. But I'm going to bed.
He like retracts them and rolls his eyes. Kids.
Sorry, Logan. I tried my best, Logan.
Don't worry about it. As well, the rest of you are gonna basically grounded. Jack, you're sort of lying in bed, eyes closed, trying to maybe get some sleep. As you hear the same voice. You're not some fucking mutant, if that's what you're thinking.
Oh, you're back.
Slightly. Your body is not well prepared for my power yet.
Can I ask questions
Yeah.
about this? All right. What the fuck did you do to me?
I bonded with you.
Okay. Who or what are you?
I'm a spirit.
Like a ghost?
Like a ghost.
Okay. So what does a ghost need help with? Like passing on to the other side?
No. I'm not the actual ghost. That's why I call myself a ghost.
Okay. What does a spirit need?
Well, soon, in the future, will come a time where disaster will hit, nobody prevents it. And I've been looking for someone to help stop it from happening again.
Again? What was the disaster the first time?
Fire and death. Been wondering.
Okay.
I've been going around the earth many years now, looking for someone. I think you fit the bill. You understand what it feels like to see your loved ones burn alive.
He mentally winces. So do I still have the power, or do you just let me have it when I'm in danger?
You'll have to learn how to channel it without damaging your body.
Okay. Can you point me in the right direction? How do I start?
There was a school for this, but I would point you, but there is none, so better figure it out on your own.
How strong are you? Well, how strong will we be?
Unknown.
Can I? Are you always just gonna be there for me to talk to, or
Yes.
are you? Okay. All right. Well, it seems like we're gonna be doing some tests tomorrow, so we can try to work on our coordination, I guess.
Then I shall speak with you tomorrow.
All right. See you, Czar.
Doesn't really reply.
Okay. Back to bed he goes.
Yeah. And so yeah, you will all be in fact grounded. Not let to leave. Not allowed to leave your rooms for the rest of the day.
Oh,
Am I grounded?
Are you good? You're passing out, man. You're not even gonna want to leave. Exhausted.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah, you can all like heal up your health and focus.
I tried, Logan.
Unless someone wants to sneak out during the night or something.
oh. I have no
Nah.
place to be. If I knew a place we could be, I would. It's not to have me yet.
Glad I wants to sleep.
I want to learn how to use my powers. I don't want to piss the people off.
Yeah. As the next day arrive, you're all sort of going to head down, get some breakfast, as Charles will say. Well, eat up. We've set up a couple of dummies in the courtyard. We'll see what we can figure out. It'll probably take a couple of days, so I ask again for patience. I know this might be new and exciting. Safety is important.
Cynthia kind of nods. Yeah, it was a little sheepish.
Now we'll look to what's the ideas like Cynthia and Tatiana.
Tatiana is vibrating in her seat with excitement.
I just looked at Logan and fucking Charles, whatever.
Yeah, as... Sorry, go ahead.
Because this is a really good omelet. Just can't wait.
But yeah, I'll say you probably spend the entire day trying to sort of figure out what kind of... Because like for Cynthia, it's quite straightforward. But for you, Tatiana, it'll be a bit more complicated.
What? I was gonna find a high enough place and jump off and see what
Holy
happens.
shit. One that's like,
Logan will
yes,
kill you.
I can help you like land softly, and then like Max kind of smacks her across the head, like, what? No.
Logan and Max are just fucking like walking around. They ain't
these
sleeping.
fucking kids. But yeah, um, as yeah, the grasp, they kind of the blinking part. I'll say they probably can like figure it out. The sense supernatural. So not
Yeah,
yet.
that's gonna be a while before she figures that out. But
As
yes,
but there doesn't seem to be any special thing with you, Claire.
Goddamn.
Yeah. As um probably by like the end of the day, your uncle would like to speak with you as he's kind of recovered enough to be conscious and moving
Yeah,
about.
yeah. Like Claire was checking mostly on Frank and stuff.
Yeah, so as the others are outside training, punching, jumping off places. Frank looks at you, says, glad you're okay, kid.
Yeah, are you alright? Okay.
I I've been through worse.
Have
I-
you found Iron Giant?
No, but I was in other vehicles that, well, were hit by explosives. The giant one that was that was new to me too.
Yeah, I don't think they have those in the rank. You know?
No, they don't. Um, listen, I had a chat with Logan. Listen, I was kind of new. I never really asked him too much about it because it was kind of weird, you know. Just asked them about their past. But one thing is for sure, you're much safer here than anywhere else.
You know what's going on, Frank? Or did you knew about the whole magic shit?
I know that Logan has these sharp claws and can take a beating much better than I can. Even bullets. But I don't know magic. I don't know what it's about.
Fucking floating. Yeah. Anyway, I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah. Listen, I'm gonna say something right now, Claire. Those guys that me and Logan kind of handled factory.
I take it there was no drugs they were doing. Yeah, I kind of figured.
We think it was they were trying to experiment to find out people like you. Well, not like you, but he like points
friends.
outside. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they're just not.
Now
Fucking shit.
I know you don't have any superpowers or whatever the fuck.
Hey, listen, we don't know. It's just joke then. Not looking like it, at least.
We did find a copy of those guys' files. They well, you remember those funky little tests? $50 and just easy money.
Let me test. It was detection test for potential test subjects.
Yeah. And well,
Let me guess. I have the genes that don't give me powers, but suitable for lab tests.
don't have any. You don't have the X gene kit, but there was a special mention next to your name in the file. I don't know what the fuck it means, but I honestly don't even want to find out.
The best of both worlds. No powers, but still hunted by the G-Men.
Yeah, you were labeled as something called high compatibility. I don't fucking know with what, but I don't want to find out. So I'm gonna say this, Claire. Stay with these people. Talk to Logan already. He's gonna handle your training. I've never seen a better fighter than that man.
Now he can. I always thought about hitting a bit of the range and whatnot. Show me some moves, but that was my career plan. I want to join the police or the FBI even.
Well, I guess that's still in the cards in the future, right?
I don't think it's only the Yakuza who are the only ones who know about this.
Well, I don't know anything
Yeah.
about no government fucking programs, so we'll see, I guess.
I mean, listen, Area 51, like, people make jokes about it, but apparently missing. Maybe what if they do have like a magic division down there?
You'll float down there.
That chuckles a bit. He's used to say Frank.
Yeah, listen, I have to head back any cent. I'll be leaving on tour soon.
Clark is my hug.
Hug you back. So I'll stop by. I'll visit. At least once a year. Stay sharp, right?
Play with small and give him a nod. As long as he stays safe.
For the others, look at fucking Jack. Oh well, look, Jack, you also punch really hard, but you can't take punches as well as other people. Just figure that part out. And it seems like if people try and like burn you, you don't really feel the heat. Like you don't get affected by the flames that much. At least like the small ones. So take that as you will. But as you're like the day is kind of over, you realize that Scott has in fact just kind of been staring at all of you, like not really engaging with all of this.
Oh, come on,
Oh,
Scott.
I'm gonna sorry there, dude. You're engaging with this. I'm not letting
Yeah.
Nobody. Claire, Claire has nothing to do because she has no powers that make her clearly apparent. Like, so she has more free than she'll be meant to Scott.
I don't listen. My thing is much more destructive. I don't really want to.
Did we just see a teensy little part of it? Just one little test,
Does it hurt?
please?
Does it-
Well, yeah, if it does, it hurts. You don't have to do that.
No, it's. Charles says maybe one time, Scott. You need to get over your fear of it. Anyways, you're not gonna hurt anyone this time, okay? Be fine.
Oh, yeah. Claire will back off a bit from Scott after the implications.
I want to see. This is so
That's-
exciting.
Yeah, he's gonna sort of. You're all gonna like fucking. Logan's gonna shove all of you way back as. Yeah, you can see him kind of step away from a dummy target, and as he like takes off the glasses, he has his eyes closed, and as he opens his eyes, you can see this laser beam shoot out immediately, causing the entire like wooden dummy to just explode into cinders with a loud bang.
Holy shit.
Shit, that's
That's
so fucking cool.
that's so awesome.
Charles says, "Now, everyone, I would like to please." Scott just like puts the glasses, turns around, and, like fucking like walks away.
Yeah, Claire's looking at Tatiana. Let's don't talk to him about his powers.
Charles will speak up and says, "I had told you that Scott lost his family in a accident. It was a plane crash, not that long ago. Plane crash."
There's a lot of realization on Cynthia's face.
Ooh.
She's
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of
That's why you wouldn't know about his powers. That's
Like I said, not all powers awaken easily or smoothly. He's the only survivor of that plane crash. Logan was hiking in the mountains when he spotted the thing go down.
Yeah. Tatiana looks guilty but nods.
And Max will speak up and says, "This is why you need to, Charles. You can't keep putting this aside. We need to do this. No more fence sitting." Charles is sort of nods, but like starts like heading over to talk with Scott. Max will sort of cross his arms and says, "How was your first day of training, everyone?"
Went pretty well. Yeah.
Well, I'll be honest. Charles is well, he's always been more cautious, I think, is warranted. He's right. There's a lot of people out there with plans for kids like you. I would rather not see them come to fruition. I would appreciate if all of you back me up this evening.
And what? And
Turning this institute into an actual training camp. People like you. Help them adjust their powers. Better prepare them for what's to come.
What's coming?
I've talked with a friend. And well, he's a very smart man. He's one of the few people who made a prediction model, mathematical model. And by his estimations, the X gene will keep popping up more and more as the new generation is gonna grow. That means governments, institutions, private companies will all be looking to take advantage of people like you. Me and Charles have long talked about a place that's dedicated to a more peaceful solution, less money hungry, less aggressive, but still competent. And he like points to like the like smoldering dummy. I'll be honest, this place is not equipped to handle people with your kind of powers. It might be good right now, but not gonna be able to properly stress test your limits. Fully understand what your capabilities are.
Tatiana just nods.
Yeah. Cynthia nods and she'll say, I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
He'll nod. Everyone will probably gather for dinner, as Scott looks like he's calmed down. A bit upset, but as Charles sort of gathers everyone around the table and says, well, now that you are a bit more informed, I also have to confess that just like other people here, I also have the X gene activated during my youth, granting me great powers of telepathy. That's how me and
Y-
Max. That's when we met first.
That sounds pretty cool.
He kind of like chuckles a bit, looks at his friend, says, "We were a bit more brash back in the day, but well, we were lucky to have one another." Max nods and says, "Which is why you can't keep putting this off." Been over this, Max. I don't, not soldiers, and I not use that facility for them. Max will say,
When did
at least I think they should get say in this.
Wouldn't it be good to have a place for us to practice without hurting anyone or any place? If everyone's powers are so different, I assume there'll be others that'll be even stranger and wilder, right?
He like reluctantly nods, but like looks at the others to see kind of what the vibe is across the room.
Cynthia's nodding in approval.
Claire's kind of Claire's what you like. Claire doesn't look. I'm not so sure to say doesn't look approvingly, but doesn't want to perk up because she is not one of these people. Eh?
What do you mean these people, Mac?
What do you mean these people?
Yeah, what's up, me?
Being racist.
What do you mean you people? Yeah. Cynthia, I think, will actually say, I think it was mentioned that not everyone out there is going to be so nice to us. If that's the case, we don't need to be soldiers, but if there are going to be people who. If there are going to be people there who want to hurt us, shouldn't we be able to defend ourselves?
If we want people to accept us, maybe we can learn how to use our powers to help people, show the benefits of them.
What about
We hear the fucking audible fucking sigh of every white Republican in his mind. Asshole.
like
um,
like Charles Vulcan says, "You are not gonna be vigilantes, Jack."
what about all the people who don't get a chance to meet Charles Xavier or Logan, who don't know what's going on?
Well, I don't. And Max just kind of shrugs in and says, "He offered to turn him down. I don't want to weaponize these kids, Max. We've been over this." Max just kind of shrugs.
I'm not sure about weaponizing us, but we should at least know how to be able to control what we got. Like any other skill. What's to say that as we grow, our powers won't change?
Charles nods and says, "Right." Well, then I guess we'll have to plan for a road trip into the mountains. Logan's.
Ooh, yeah. Claire would like ask. Claire would perk up actually now. So I do have a question. What facility? Do you just have a bunker somewhere in the mountains?
Not us. Logan, he is much older than he looks.
Wait, did you just go to some old? Oh, sorry, continue.
He is has had a troubled life. It's kind of how we met. I helped him with some problems in the past. He was part of a weapons project, and that weapons project was abandoned a long time ago. Well, me and him made sure that records were sort of deleted, so a lot of the facility was decommissioned. Most of the people involved are either now long dead or just say they've forgotten or are no longer in a position to do anything about it. That facility is quite remote, disconnected from everything else, but should be able to provide a better training ground for increasingly more dangerous abilities. Could probably start taking trips there regularly. That's a place where you could let yourselves completely go and see how far you can master these new abilities. And
Yeah.
he'll kind
Sounds
of
good.
look at you, Titania, and says, "It's for people who don't get to meet Charles Xavier, and I'll be honest, I'm not sure."
We'll figure it out one day at a time.
Yeah, let's worry about getting this first batch trained and ready. See if the theory matches the effort. I don't know.
I suppose start packing bags tomorrow. So start taking regular trips, but you know what this means? You'll have to all put extra effort in school, not have your other classes fail because of this.
Ah,
And if you fail
Second
those
thought.
classes, well, then I guess you won't be coming on the trip.
All right, we can do the homework in the car.
In the back of her head, Cynthia has a thought. Okay, ask Scott for help.
Make Claire do the homework.
No, because you can't do that. Because if you do that, Claire will fucking knock on you.
That's true.
Oh yeah, I forgot who I'm talking about.
Scott's not an arc.
yeah, he won't tell.
Listen, Claire right now, yeah. Claire will go like Claire will stay here with Logan and stuff.
Just
And Charles.
So you think everyone is going, Claire? Unfortunately.
Matt, you seem to cope, but like you're in the X-Men game.
you're,
You're coming.
you're one of the X-Men.
Like Charles is going as well. If you think like staying at the house.
Okay, fine.
It's nice to see that the secret government facility where they tortured Logan's handicap accessible.
They're Canadians. Don't worry about it. Listen, they gotta be friendly.
Again, I forgot that the fucking government program that fucks up Logan is Canadian.
Fucking Canadian secret weapon. Can we change it to American? Because why the fuck would Canada do that? Like maybe
Because-
a Canadian American corp. But anyway,
I want you to understand that Geneva Convention happened in World War One, and a lot of those things on the list were Canadian. I'm just saying.
Mac is like so xenophobic. Wow, what the fuck?
Wow, I can't believe it.
That's
Horrible human experiments must be the U.S. No other country in the world can do this.
Must be the US. Also, you know, those
Canada also has listen. Canada also doesn't have a dark history of native genocide.
They do, but like not weapons. It's just that's anyway. I don't want to go off on. I don't want to go on a tangent about this.
Max anti-American sentiments showing.
I can see the mustache growing by the second. Let's move on.
As yeah, No, listen, even if they didn't, unfortunately, you do have a guy that can just fucking levitate people. In fact, you have multiple people that can levitate, so...
Are we just in a car just driving by like fucking Harry Potter? Flying by.
Magneto can lift you up, man.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, um, as well, I guess everyone's gonna be ready for another time skip.
Woo!
Woo!
As yeah, more or less, it'll take you about a year. We're gonna do a time skip of about a year, as these trips would be like semi-regular, like maybe like once, like a two-week trip, every like 2 months or so. As you'll find that yeah, this is a very like remote facility, and luckily yeah, while it's not in the best shape, it still has its own power source. It was meant to be quite disconnected from any like completely outside the grid. And yeah, the training regimen will not be the easiest, as Logan will keep pushing you. As he keeps saying, if he has to fucking be here, he will make all of you suffer.
Oh, okay. Listen, we're gonna go through the Logan boot camp. We got it.
As
Half of us are.
yeah, Logan will be in charge of you most of your physical training, and he is not gonna be holding back. Between Charles and Max, they can both help with a lot more of the subtle nuances and more like the... I think this will be mostly helpful for Tatiana and you, Jack, as I think some of the trainings, if I mean Charles would offer for him to sort of enter your mind to help you manage whatever this entity seems to be. As yeah, they're pretty sure you don't have the X gene, but their theory is you are just possessed. And magic is in
Ah,
fact real.
did I learn about my fucking penance stare or the other sense I got through this training,
I'll say this.
or just even
No.
talking to Zara?
Nope.
Okay, okay. Thought I'd ask.
Because unfortunately you realize Zara is not an ancient being. He is quite like new, and he also doesn't understand. Like he kind of ran on instinct. Like he doesn't. He's kind of new, like you. But it doesn't take you too long to realize that Zar is in fact seems to be a spirit of nuclear fire. So you can understand that there's a lot of trauma from where he comes. And God knows what he thinks is gonna happen in the future, but it ain't looking good.
Yeah, it's not looking good. Follow-up question: if that's the case, would I, if I transform, am I radiating radiation?
No.
Okay.
It's just the nuclear
Whew.
fire, not the nuclear bomb itself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, microwave at best.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
That's,
yeah, your transformation does like enable you to like tank hits, and it's definitely like you feel more empowered in it, but it's kind of weird. You try and like stare at things and people, and doesn't seem to have the same effect as it did on the giant man. So this is maybe after that 1 year where you all sort of return back. As listen, Claire, Logan's training regimen is quite brutal. This man is well experienced with quite a lot of combat techniques, armaments, and well, he's gonna put you through the fucking gauntlet.
Allow him to be least to be here, but she'll try her best.
But yeah, as you're all sort of returning back, Charles will say, well, we are clearly in need of a bit of an upgrade around here, so I think you all understand a bit more about yourselves. So I think it's time for a little bit of a field test, if you may.
Ooh, that sounds pretty
Wouldn't
cool.
He smiles and nods and says, "We lack an expert on magic here. But recently, I got some interesting information. Apparently, there is someone who could potentially help. Now, apparently she's a bit rough around the edges. A bit older than the rest of you here, but still quite young. I believe she might be able to be convinced. So I think this would be a good task for all of you. Meet up this woman and convince her to come here and help you all out with your magical problems."
What's her name?
I didn't get an actual name, but apparently she runs a small-time street gang. Call themselves the Storm Boys.
Okay. All right. So is it just gonna be the four of us, or is Scott, Wanda, and Pietro coming along?
Now, I'll say this: how would you have gotten close up to them? Because you can at this point get a good idea of their base personalities, so you can tell me if your characters would
Yes.
get close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that, yeah.
Like Pietro is a bit more sort of what's the word?
Cocky.
No, he's not cocky. He is in
Abrasive.
fact the opposite of cocky. He is
Oh, insecure.
reclusive. He's insecure, yes. Compared to his sister, who's much more outspoken and outgoing, he is a bit more of an introvert.
Yeah, why wouldn't we hang out? We're cool powers, hanging out, having fun.
Says, "I think you should all go." And he looks at Max. "I think it's time that you stop being an overprotective dad." Some small grumble from Max.
We'll keep him safe.
I think they will probably keep us safe, but that's just me.
I'm trying to be confident.
I don't have superpowers, Jack.
God, you guys are buzzkills. I can't.
I can't believe I'm agreeing with you, Jack. Come on, let's not go on the first mission with such downer morale.
Look, I'm not saying the down around. I'm just saying, I think they
Claire-
have it under control.
You can't keep using the "I don't have powers" as an excuse.
I don't think we should go smash. I don't think you should go smashing. Sorry.
I was gonna say you do have guns, Claire.
The best weapon.
The best superpower.
That's true. That's true. That's true. That's
A shocking amount of heroes do not have super durability. A gun is effective if you can hit them.
Alright. We got this. We got this, Charles, Max.
Logan will drive you to New York, and he will be a bit hands off. Let's see how well you do on your own.
Yes, sir.
Won't let you down.
Please do be careful. Apparently, there is a vigilante known as Spider-Man is quite active in that area.
I mean, oh shit, is that? I mean, we will not engage.
He is a menace, though.
That's what they say on the news.
You think we can get his autograph?
Not now, Tatiana. Not now.
Oh,
Tatiana.
sorry.
The fuck up.
We are not gonna go find him. We have a mission.
I'll give you the
Yes.
phone number. Not fuck. I'll give you. I was like, I forgot what year this is. Phones. What's that?
They do have phones, Grunt. Jesus
Yeah, but
Christ.
like fucking landlines and shit.
We don't remember our numbers back then, apparently.
Write them down on notes.
Yeah, he's gonna give you the address of his contact in New York that sort of gave him info on this storm. Apparently an expert in magic.
All right.
And
Well-
the plan is for you to meet up with the informant, get whatever info you can, and then try and make contact with this gang and see what's what.
Gotcha.
And yeah. As you all sort of get in the car, Wanda just kind of shouts, "Road trip!"
Road trip.
Road trip.
Yes, woo!
Logan just
We're
kind
going
of
to
fucking crumples a piece of paper and flings
Yeah,
it in the
yeah.
back.
Yeah, Cleo looked towards the other. Listen, guys, listen, this isn't. You may be a bit more careful.
I'm thinking we do some songs on the ride. Everybody would know any good songs?
Cleo just fucking like this is sigh.
Bottles of beer on the wall.
As you see Logan just sort of up the rate.
Cleo will whisper Fang slogan.
Yeah.
So yeah, you'll begin driving over New York. As it's a bit of a drive, a couple of hours, but as you eventually arrive, we'll sort of park in front of the motel. As you get settled in, and Logan says, "Well, I'll be around, I guess. Good luck to all of you."
Okie dokie. Do we call you if things go sideways?
Sure. I'll make sure to stay near a phone.
I can tell you're being sarcastic, but I do appreciate that you said anything.
It'll be fine. We weren't going to need his help with this group. We got enough people that between the 6 of us will come up with something.
Like nods. And I'll say that at this point they would have actually no, never mind. Never mind.
All right.
But yeah, so he'll say, "Well, good luck. Be careful and don't get too injured."
We only promise to try. What time is it, Grunt?
Probably by the time you arrive there, it'll be like a 1 p.m. You would have left early in the morning.
Were we given any indication of what time we're supposed to meet this guy, or just kind of show up at the address?
Well, I mean, it's assumed it's his like where he lives, so kind of go and check, I guess.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna go check out that address. Who wants to come with?
I think we should all go?
Should probably get down to business, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, he's not gonna give you his car, but listen, there's public transportation.
This is New York. This is New York. Buses and trains.
Yeah. You are in the nice neighborhood of Hell's Kitchen.
There's no
As-
devils here.
There are no devils here, not yet at the very least. As yeah, you'll eventually reach it's like shabby looking building block as you'll walk in, get buzzed in. Who's like walking up first to the door? It's a rather narrow hallway.
All lead.
Damn, beat me to the punch.
As yeah, you knock at the door, Cynthia, and the door slightly creaks open. You all recognize the guy who like peers kind of through it. As it's Eddie.
Holy shit,
Holy shit, Eddie!
Eddie!
Even Claire perks up. Yeah.
His eyes kind of go wide, like you like kind of like puts out the cigar from his mouth. Holy shit! And it's like kind of unlocks the latch and like opens the door wide. How have you all been? Come inside. Come inside.
He just hugs him.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah. Even Claire will join the hug. Yeah, Claire's emoting now.
There's like a group hug going.
That's weird.
Is Jack not hugging Eddie?
God, he's going through his Bronze Age of comics phase. Oh no.
As yeah, like you walk into the apartment, and you'll
Cat.
sort of kind of like you all. It's a small apartment, so you all have to kind of try and fit in.
Ominous music.
No longer the X Mansion, like York.
New York. Have you ever been to New York, Mac? There's a constant ambience of menacing music.
Apparently
It's not
so.
wrong.
Listen, I've done my research. New York's a fucked up place to live.
Mr. Fury is in fact right around the corner looking at us.
Nah, Mac, you're not lucky enough to see Mr.
The
Fury.
Jackal. Noted villain, the Jackal.
True, there's many villains here.
As yeah, you'll put down. Well, how have you been? It's been almost 2 years, huh?
It's been a wild fucking ride. I have superpower. We have superpowers.
Are we supposed to just blurt that out?
Listen,
Well,
man, I saw.
Eddie.
Listen,
It's Eddie, yeah.
Yeah, he's Eddie, and also he's of Charles anyway, Jack.
the fuck do you think gave the tip to your little?
I think he already knows, Jack. Even this is our
didn't-
informant's house.
Fine.
Yeah, I'll be honest. If this was a couple of months ago, I would have like laughed at you. But then the lady zapped me with lightning, and now I don't laugh anymore.
Just zapped you with lightning.
Yeah, I made a couple of jokes, made fun of her, and yeah, she kind of zapped me with lightning.
Yeah,
Kinda
yeah. We
hurts.
had a big guy almost kill us. Yeah.
Holy shit, are you?
We're fine.
No, we're fine. They're
I'm a
dead. They're
ghost,
pointed.
actually. I did die. I'm a ghost.
Yeah, boo, motherfucker. This is what you get for not writing back.
Yeah, Eddie, you okay? Like, we tried to reach out and everything.
Yeah, I had to sort of dip. My dad was so took my chance and just kind of left. Sorry, I didn't get any.
No.
Wait, you
That-
wrote me?
Yeah, of course we wrote you.
He fucking yeah. You're at least once a week.
Kind of like last.
she-
Sorry, go ahead.
Nah, go.
There's still have the camera, no? Full pictures.
Damn right they are. You gotta show it to when we have time.
Well, and he like pulls a couple of pictures as he like sprawls them on the table. This is who you're looking for. Goes by storm.
All right.
Yeah,
Where does
it's
she-
not very creative, but yeah, she did zap me with lightning.
All right. Where does she hang out?
She has like a little gang of miscreants. As she's gonna kind of give you a street address. Kind of hangs out around this area. Ruffles people, shakes down a couple of stores. Petty crimes.
Is she a nice person to talk to or a not so nice person to talk to?
Well, I mean, I help her with forgeries, and she's nice to me since then, if that counts.
Ah. Well, at
So-
least there's a chance.
Yeah, as long as we're useful.
Yes.
Hey, now she has lightning powers, so it makes her kind of cool.
She
Don't ruin
that
this.
I'm.
criminal.
So I
Yeah,
bet half the things we did was
she's-
criminal.
Yeah, I don't know if we have the moral high ground there, Claire. I'm gonna be real with you. We did some shady shit back in Detroit.
The drug one, so there's different. Anyway, just
Yeah, she says she's some sort of witch, so I guess magic's real too. No?
Yeah, yeah, it's quite real. I'm
Jack
gonna be.
is a flaming skeleton.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking of. Yeah, I'm thinking of names. I'm thinking Jack Skellington, but I think I'm gonna get. I think that's gonna get old real quick.
It sounds
I-
kind of lame, man.
I always picked you for a Skeletor.
See, like that's just copyright problems right there. What if I want to? You know what? That's
I'm
not why we're
s-
here.
I'm
We're not
sorry,
gonna talk.
are you trying to start a legal company?
I don't know. I was more like, what if I want to put it on t-shirt? You know what? It's not important now. What's important is can you get us an introduction with Storm?
I can, but then she's gonna ask me why I want to talk with her, and I'm gonna be like, well, you see, Storm, I have this. There's people who think you are an oddity, so I sold your location for some money.
Yeah. Is there a way to get a cool meeting with her and to have a conversation?
Well, you can always go by down and beat some of her guys up, and she will have to show up then, and then you can make the instructions yourselves.
I can
do
like,
that-
I can like
that idea.
pick him up and like shake him a bit.
I do like that idea, but that seems really hostile, and she might not be so versed to listen at that point.
Well, see, that's the thing. You just need to have some cash, and they will try and steal it from you anyways.
Mm.
Then it's just
Alright,
self-defense.
Fair enough. We'll jump the jumpers, I guess.
Question is, how do we get cash on us?
Well, hey, quick, everybody, how much cash we got on us right now?
Well,
Uh,
we can always get cash one other way.
Pietro just
hold on.
puts down like $50.
I think street folks do not know magically how much cash you have. I think we just walk by. They'll go up to us and ask us.
No, I think it's
Empty
more
your
like
pocket.
should you look like you got money, like you're gonna spend a bunch of money, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, that deaf person definitely has cash." Let's jump 'em."
Listen, a thin wallet looks a lot different than a thick wallet or a pocket. I'm just saying.
Listen, if we need somebody who looks dumb and defenseless, I'm usually good. I am sometimes one of those things.
They don't know how dangerous you are.
Yeah.
So, plan is look enticing bait, beat the crap out of them, get her to come down, and hopefully have a nice conversation with a lady who can shoot lightning.
Yeah. Listen, it'll be fine.
If you want, we could just, I could just blink in and blink out of a bank and go from there.
No, we're not doing that.
That's
straight
That's plan D to
Yeah.
be done after we find out plan B and C and they fail.
How about we don't commit more
No.
crimes in
I
the
No
city?
one, no one ever wants to do plan D. God damn it.
Okay, so do you really want to piss off the Spider-Man?
We'll get a chance to get his autograph, but you bring a good point.
I wouldn't. Ooh, that's a good point. Start fighting, he might show up.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe let's be careful with fighting. Let's take a clearer look at Jack.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Cynthia and Pietro they're not that noticeable. I mean, they're just punchy guys. But if you use your flaming skull, or I just start shooting, I think.
It will be fine. It will be fine.
I think we should not use obvious powers. I think no
I-
flaming skulls, no magic, and
They're probably
Mhm.
just regular guys, and we're trained.
yeah, exactly. We don't need to use any powers
I
or whatnot.
I promise I will not use the flaming skull to intimidate them.
Do you promise?
I don't. Well, Claire, let me ask you this:
Hmm?
If I use a flaming skull, are you going to go to the nearest cop and narc on me?
Bob
I
kind of
bet there's a lot of guys with flaming skulls. You probably won't stand out in like a police stand-up.
Scott will speak up. I'm like, it's been a year. Just let it go. Damn it.
It's not the never.
Shakes his head.
Okay, so plan. I I get mugged and beat them up.
Yeah, you and
That-
Pietro.
that
Yeah,
right?
yeah, you and Pietro are. I think Jack, are you like sturdy? I think you are.
I'm not sturdy, but I can throw a punch. I can throw a mean punch. Ooh, Tatiana, can you
Hmm?
teleport? Can you teleport people? Like me too?
No, it's really hard. No, I don't have that power
Yeah.
set. I'm sorry, I don't have that yet.
Yeah. You know what? We'll go. They'll jump us. We'll beat them up, and it'll be fine. It'll be fine. And then she'll come, and we'll talk to her.
You sound like you're trying to convince yourself more than anything else.
Nah, I'm just going over it. So I'm just going over it in my head. I say we do it.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Wanda kind of claps. Let's do this.
Yes.
Claire sighs, looking at everybody, too excited at this.
High five.
Yeah,
We got the
sure.
Wanda seal of approval. I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know how you can be a problem with this there.
Thinking back at all the trouble you'll want to cause at the training facility.
I don't know. It's kind of weird that he's saying like let's not use our obvious powers while his power is gun. But that is it is New York, so
It is New York.
I don't.
It blends in.
Claire be like, listen, I'm gonna leave the. Yeah, I don't want. Yeah, I'll stay back. It's like I can distract him. Distract him, I guess, but I don't want to pull out the pistol.
it will be fine. We got this.
Yeah, sadly, I do not have non-lethal bullets.
I was gonna say we're worrying a lot about the easy part of the plan.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm surprised we're not leaving. All we have to do is go beat up some guys.
But I think you also need to convince Storm later. And,
One step at a time. Let's
Oh,
go.
listen, me and Tatiana can do that. No one can listen. Me and Tatiana can do that. We're good at that. We're good at talking to people.
Yes.
I'll leave
Believe us.
that to you. Yes.
Yes, Claire, you are the most personable person I know, but for now we need
It's fine.
I can't lie to you, Claire.
Yeah, there's no need to lie. Anyway, let's just go.
Eddie, where do we go? I assume he told us.
Yeah, he's gonna give you an address. Like not like an address, but like a couple of streets you can wander down.
Gonna give Eddie a goodbye hug and make our way over
I
there.
mean, he's gonna follow you with a camera
Oh.
from behind, but like he's gonna keep his distance.
Yeah, sure.
Young,
Understandable.
Listen, this is
Young- Young heroes clean of streets, and they're also menaces.
No, we're not wearing masks. So we're not wearing masks, so we're already above Spider-Man.
Eddie kind of chuckles and says, "Listen, one day I'll get into the bugle."
I believe in you, Eddie. You're gonna get there. You are
I look
gonna
at the
get there.
camera.
Yeah.
As yeah, you start wandering down, and as you walk down, yeah, there's like you see like three guys kind of like approach you, Cynthia. Like, hey, looks like you wandered down the wrong alleyway, lady. Now, if you'd be so kind to pay us for our trouble, and we'll do the right way around here.
I'm Cynthia, by the way, and I don't think I will.
He's gonna like his arm on your shoulder.
Cynthia's going to try to just lift him off the ground.
Oh fucking
And physique and mighty, yeah.
yeah. Yeah, you just fucking like grab him, like as you like lift him, he sort of like, how are you lifting him? Unfortunately, laws of physics do exist in this universe.
You know, just lifting him like like straight up.
Like, how are you grabbing him? That's why I'm asking.
Oh yeah, no, like the idea is that one hand is like on the on his side, the other hand is on his arm. She's trying to deliberately like avoid like dislocating anything.
Okay, so yeah, you kind of, as you lift him out, the like three of them kind of freak out, like, what the fuck? Like struggles against your grip, but is not like, he can't like break away from it. As you can see, like Wanda lift one of the lids of one of the garbage cans as she like flings it to the head of another guy. She's just kind of gonna say, "You better call Storm here, buddy, or else I think your friend's gonna die soon." As like the third guy just fucking bolts, wicked out completely.
As he runs, like gonna look at like Wanda, land on a little thick there.
Was so scared. This is scary.
Yeah, listen, you see more grr face. Grr.
She lifts the entire dark garbage can and sort of flips it around as it empties the contents on the guy on the floor.
Is he gonna be okay?
Drops
See
the
if I can
can
try-
on his head.
Ah,
Whoops.
Listen, accidents happen.
They sure
Well,
do.
they were gonna also mug someone, an innocent bystander.
Oh yeah, that's right. I almost forgot. She's gonna shake the guy she's holding a bit and then like put it back on the ground.
What? No. It's fine. Just let. What's the matter?
Go home and rethink your life.
Yeah. She's like, if you let him go, he will also bolt.
Yeah, Cynthia's letting him go. She had her fun.
As you hang around, and about like 15 minutes later, you do see the young woman approach with looks like 6 guys sort of following behind it. I see. You actually want to talk to me.
Hello.
Hey.
How's it going?
As you see, she's walking. There's a thick fog that almost seems to flow behind her, enveloping the entire sort of alleyway.
Holy shit, she has fog powers.
She has lightning powers too.
Do you just have lightning and fog powers? Is that a thing?
She sort of smiles and says, "Yes."
That's so fucking cool.
We also hear you know a bit about magic.
What do you want with me?
Well, with a guy named Charles Xavier, who's guess you could say putting together it's like a training base, right, guys? Like training base, like that's the right word.
An institute
Cool.
for interesting people.
To make things, hopefully to control this whole thing and figure things out as stuff gets messier.
And why would I be interested in that?
Because you're like us, an interesting individual who is going to get the attention of other interested parties, and you could have a chance to make a difference.
No, want to roll me an ego roll there, friend?
I'm actually good at ego.
Well, then it should be fine. Let me also check some of the.
Nope, apparently not good enough.
She's gonna say, "No offense, but you look a bit beneath me."
Well, okay, we don't have cool lightning powers, but one, you have cool powers that we can train and learn how to get really awesome at, because I have a feeling that you'll get cooler with time. 2, it's a safe place to be without worrying about looking over your shoulder all the
What's
time?
the
And
pay?
food and board, a
Mm,
place to hide.
you said beneath you. What are you looking
Hide?
for?
Do you think I'm hiding? What would I hide from?
Uh, you said beneath you. What are you looking for?
Well, kind of like rolls her eyes as I need all of you to give me a vigilance check. Still getting used to the challenge ratings in this fucking.
Marvel, baby.
Ooh, that's not a good one.
Holy shit! Yeah. Um. But definitely, Cynthia, you hear the sounds of tires in closing in as a van pulls behind these people. Doors slide open. You see several people with guns like start racing out as she like turns around, completely freaked. They do not warn. They open fire as the fucking like her there's like the six guys behind her try to like fight as they just get gunned down immediately.
Do we-
Cynthia tries to fucking. Cynthia tries to like to take her and like cover her because like yeah, Cynthia's under the understanding that she's a bit sturdier than those people, so she's
Yeah.
trying to help her get out of there.
Yeah, I'm gonna transform and see if I can just do anything.
Well, Wanda sort of as she like moves one of the large dumpsters in the way as Cynthia, because you notice this, you do have the time to just sort of give me an agility roll. Just kind of yank Storm away before the.
It's a 10.
Well, as you kind of like grab at her, but as you pull her, you don't pull her fast enough, and she will get fucking slammed in the head by the large container as she like sort of passes out for like a brief moment, sort of collapsing in your arms. As you the dumpster kind of blocks some of the fucking bullets flying your way.
Grunt, answer me this question. Does mighty mean I'm strong or just hit harder?
Mighty means you hit harder. You're also
Mighty.
you're like strong in a narrative sense, right? Like you are,
Mhm.
like yeah, it does, yeah. So you are also like
Let me-
stronger, but you're
Let me
not
ask, can I push
sturdier.
that- No, but can I push that dumpster into that group of guys? Because we're in an alleyway, so I'm trying to like knock them off balance.
Problem is they're outside of the alleyway, and if you push the dumpster, it will sort of open the way for them to move in. Because
Okay.
that's what kind of Wanda put, like, sort of flipped
Okay.
it, so it would like block.
I wasn't sure if they were in the alley. Like
No, they're
inside.
blocked, and because Cynthia reacted fast enough, they managed to yank Storm in deeper before
Alright,
she got
Cynthia-
completely hit.
Cynthia, get out of. Get her out of here. You know where to move back up.
I have a quick question. Does this alleyway actually have a back way for us to go?
Yes, there's the other way
Okay.
that leads into a different street. This is like an in-between buildings kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Where's Claire during all this?
Well, behind you, I assume.
Behind you, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like, I mean, I technically have battery, but I don't think I can stop blasting because the way it's kind
Sorry.
of blocked by a
No,
big.
you just weren't saying anything, so I just wanted to like I don't know.
I think the best option is to retreat. I don't know
Yeah.
who those guys are, but I don't think staying and fighting is going to be a good idea either.
Nope, get her.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we're going.
As yeah, you're all sort of bolting away, and as you like sort of run out of the alleyway, make a left and start like scramming as Eddie sort of gestures for you to follow him as he like knows these streets better. Who would glance up? Who's gonna glance up dramatically?
I
will.
would. Yeah, if
As-
Jeff wanted
Yeah,
to do
you
it, that's
just
fine.
see like almost like a shadow swing by with insane speed. The
Oh my
direction
God,
of the
it's
gunfire.
Trying to fucking move. Come on, it's no time.
Oh, I think I saw him.
Oh my
fucking
god.
move. It's down. It's not a fucking game. Move.
There's a hand on each, like one hand on
Okay,
each.
listen, Lovebird. Lovebird, we can find him later.
Um. As yeah, you will eventually. Storm will sort of recover at some point. She's like realize she's like, let me go this instant.
No,
Ah, shit. Yeah, no, Cynthia's like immediately putting her down and saying, sorry, tried to pull you back before the dumpster went flying.
What?
yeah, sorry
happened?
about
Don't worry.
that. We
Don't know.
but one of those organizations I was trying to tell you about, or interested parties, probably.
What? They just so happen to show up the same day you do.
You can't.
How did
I
you
hope
even
it-
know about me?
Do you hide your powers at all?
Are you not part of a gang called the Storm Boys?
Fair point. As Eddie just kind of waves and says, "It was me. I told them about you." She looks a bit pissed at him.
Now, it's you can't get mad at him.
You cannot kill Eddie,
You're exactly what we needed. You know, a magic person.
and I'll be honest, I'm the person that needs your help.
Well, it doesn't seem like I have much choice at the moment.
Well, you could, take your chances with them, but at least we have a warm meal where we're heading.
At the very least, Charles isn't going to force you to stay there if you don't want to be.
Mhm.
Right now, this ain't the safest place for you.
Lay low for a bit, you know?
At least give us a chance. If you don't like what you hear, then,
Fine, I will hear this Charles out. At least.
Nice to meet you, by the way. I'm Cynthia.
Tatiana.
Jack.
You can call me Aurora.
Aurora. Awesome.
As
As I said, we keep going.
yeah,
Yes.
like you'll after this like brief moment, you'll head back as you can see Logan sort of drinking outside, enjoying the New York view. It's like sees all of you.
Enjoying that skyline, which will be good for another 10 years or so.
I'm like, well, happened to all of you? You look a bit freaked out.
Guys with guns showed up.
Yeah.
We were just shot at.
Barely
Black
escaped.
Okay.
man, unmarked.
We're leaving now.
That makes sense. Oh, also, almost forgot. A smart move with the trash can. Wanda, very badass of you.
I am irreplaceable.
Of course.
I don't know I don't think we would have got out the door without you.
I expect you to do my homework for a week.
I will have Claire do your homework for a week.
Claire says exercise.
Scott just kind of puts his arm on your shoulder, Claire. It's fine, I'll help.
Oh,
Scott and Claire are the only two level-headed here people.
Listen, Scott could have like exploded these people, but I don't listen. He's not comfortable with killing.
Yeah.
Listen, Mac, I'm just saying your relationship with Scott is safe. Tomorrow's not here to kill him.
That's true.
That's true.
That's so true. That's so true. That's so true.
It's true.
You're safe. You're finally safe.
then- Finally, and then tomorrow joins the game, and I'm like, oh no.
Tomorrow make a one-session cameo.
Listen, I'll just text her and say, hey, what should I do to Mac's boyfriend at this point? Gotcha.
Listen, you can't just kill them. You have to rape them first.
no.
But yeah, Logan will just kind of fucking put all of you in the fucking large SUV and drive away. you will be leaving the area and probably make
Yes, Eddie
it.
comes the question. Yes.
I mean, not really. As you'll kind
Aw.
of get in the car, and he sort of kind of starts waving at you.
You're not gonna come with?
Listen, Tatiana. Lightning bolts, teleportation, super strength, flaming skulls. It's a bit. That's a bit above my pay grade.
It makes you
Ah.
feel better. Claire just shoots guns.
Yeah, I don't have powers. Yeah.
I'm not
Just-
good at that either. I'm just a
Just
guy.
almost Tatiana. Just tell me you miss him.
It's- it's that
well,
having more people with a level head, I think, is helpful because right now it's only me and Scott and Logan, but
I
they
have a
ignore our
level
voices.
head.
say Eddie with a
What-
level
what-
head.
Okay,
What did
okay,
they do
Claire.
to you there?
Look, Tatiana, just tell me you miss him.
We'll write, Eddie. Okay, since we know where you're at and you know where we're at, we can start still talk and hang out.
I would like that. As,
I'll see.
he'll sort
see
of
you again.
smile and give you a hug.
Yeah, I gotta hug him back.
As dogs. This is
Just with the dog.
like this
But
is how she is sitting literally behind me. Staring at me for the last hour.
Pet me, Matt. Pet me, father. I'm here.
As yeah, you'll all say your goodbyes, and as you drive away, by nighttime you'll reach the institute back. As Charles will sort of talk to Storm and private, kind of negotiate whatever offer she wants. As you all kind of have like a late dinner. As Logan sits with you in the kitchen. Says, did well, kids. Did well. Nobody got injured. And nobody got injured on their side too. I mean, well,
Whatever happened to that guy who got absolutely bodied by Wanda? I hope he's okay.
actually, that's probably one of the people who survived because he was in the alleyway itself as well.
He was knocked out on the floor beneath the bullets.
Yeah, unironically.
What
Although,
a hero.
yeah, like Logan doesn't seem too phased about the fact that guys with guns killed like 6 people in front of you. Not sure how
Yeah.
you're all taking that.
He's a soldier, probably. Claire's probably thinking like this is not the
Wanda and
first time.
Pietro also don't seem that phased.
Yeah, no.
God,
Claire's worried about
it's-
those two.
Scott
Tatiana's
is
gonna-
sort of keeping it to himself mostly.
Yeah,
Tatiana's
Claire-
gonna raise her hand.
Reacting to that the same way she reacted to her parents' death internally, not taking well externally, complete composure.
Yeah, Tatiana's hand is raised. Mr. Logan, who the fuck were those guys? I don't remember them showing up.
I have no idea.
Should we not be concerned?
Yes. Well, we should. I will. I'll have to chat with Charles and figure something out. Probably have
Yeah.
to go missing for a month or two.
Aw.
Well, somebody
Well,
has to track those people down.
Well, they kind of saw our faces too.
I'll be honest, kid. They probably know you by face and name. When we brought you here, Charles made sure the files were buried deep, so it'd be harder to track, but
Not impossible.
I don't think they were there for you.
You mean like it was just a coincidence that they popped, like an actual coincidence?
Well, they might have just been having someone on the lookout. That woman doesn't seem like she's the subtle type.
She has cool fog power, so that was pretty nice. Cool entrance.
She
What do you mean,
again.
cool fog powers.
Well, her name
Fog.
is Storm, so
She makes lightning too.
Then you wonder how did they find you? Well, just follow the fog and lightning in the middle of New York, I guess.
well
Oh.
that and she also ran in a gang named after herself.
Yeah, that's true.
Not
Oh,
very small. Yeah, but
there was also spiders. I think we saw the silhouette of Spider-Man there for a second. They didn't chance to really ask any questions, but I saw him. I think
Tatiana has a crush on Spider-Man.
he's cool. What do you mean? Aren't you think he's cool?
Logan rolls his eyes. Well,
Oh, don't worry.
he's not. We tried to send a message to him. He hasn't responded, so at the very least, he's not really interested in talking to us.
That's good. That means he has no interest in whatever's going on.
Listen, get some rest, sleep, and we'll see what our new lady friend says.
All right.
Oh, by the way, I think we'll be having someone else drop by in a couple of days.
Who?
Well, it's this girl who apparently freaked out her family quite a lot, and well, I don't know too many details. I'm sure Charles will fill you in.
All right.
Well, more to the family.
She like kind of yawns and sort of heads out, get some sleep.
Yeah. I think at the very least Tatiana would start making her way to bed too.
I would love to speak to Scott, but unfortunately Scott is T-posing right now for 4 minutes.
Yeah, Gret's grand.
Yeah. It's nice not being in the game of tomorrow. I don't need to be paranoid.
It's all right, Mac. I have faith in you with your -3 ego.
I
I
could
think-
pick up the Heart of Darkness again. After all, why shouldn't I keep it?
I've earned it. Are you going? Are you going full Bilbo there, Zaz?
Yes, yes.
Let's take me and Scott are both square, so we can like fit in together.
Listen, anything to save Jean from herself.
In a relationship between Scots. I'm sorry. I think it's best that they don't get together. Please, someone stop
Listen,
that. Mac.
It's alright.
Listen, young Jean would agree with you, Red. 100%. I did what?
It's alright. It says Claire will try to go to Scott.
I
Yeah,
believe in you.
I love that. I love that because she's like, I was dating Iceman, and I end up with Scott, and we have how many kids? Who the fuck is mad?
How many times do I die?
Listen, don't worry, Gene. None of them are yours. You don't really actually have them.
Future yous will have them.
No,
Future-
no, I don't think there's a single child that she actually birthed herself that wasn't a clone or made from another universe.
Okay, well, okay, yes, the other universe, but it's still her kid. Like,
I have
Caleb
no idea
No,
about X.
I think the clone would say otherwise.
and well, either because they're Madeline Pryor.
Yes, we don't forget our queens here.
I was gonna say, Mac, I'm the same boat as you. I think what the fuck is other dimensions?
The interdimensional clone family. What?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
This is an aspect of X-Men lore I did not know about.
Yeah,
No,
me
no, no.
neither.
All it is,
So I guess
Mr.
you're all have headed to
Yeah,
sleep.
Claire went to check with Scott a bit, but it's
Yeah.
unfortunately Scott the T-pose. So
Yeah,
preferably
they
leave it
have-
alone.
they have
Yeah.
homework to do.
Yeah, I mean you can catch him as he goes to his own room. It's like, what's up, Claire?
Hey, like, are you okay there? The other ones are a bit more excited than us.
We just saw a bunch of people get shot. I'm not
Yeah.
processing that. But I guess that's what we trained for, right?
Yeah, it's Scott, you're not alone. You're not the only one who's not as excited as the others. She looks at the other rooms and stuff.
It's good to be enthusiastic.
Is it? I was kind of shit scared there.
Yeah, but yeah, being afraid doesn't do you any good. I think we
Alright,
handled it as best as we could, and there's clearly people after us that I think made things much more clear to me at the very least that we are actually in quite a lot of danger.
Yeah, but that's nice. I want to check in on you because you kind of looked.
Yeah, fine.
That's good.
Thanks for checking in.
Yeah, no problem.
You okay though? Other than being shit scared?
I just kind of a bit worried about the others kind of taking it. I just kind of saw 6 people die, and
Well, 2 of them can probably tank some of those hits. Well, one does
everybody
one
seems
down.
to. Yeah, everybody seems too excited.
I'm pretty sure that's normal.
I guess I'm the odd one out. I guess I'm the odd one out.
Listen, different people deal with stress differently.
I suppose you're right. I'll check on the others as well, maybe to see if they're doing fine or if they're just trying to stay happy.
Not and say. Remember also, Wanda and Pietro kind of grew up in a war zone, so
Yeah, so about them, I think their perception of violence is a bit different.
yeah.
I'll check on the others as well, Scott. Make sure.
Good night.
Good night, Scott.
Yeah, I mean you can go check in on the others.
Yeah, I'll go check on the others then. Cynthia. Cynthia, something, yeah. To knock at your door. Sure.
Hey, go ahead.
I want to see if you're how you're doing.
Doing as fine. Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, how are you with the whole? We never saw. Just want to make sure you're okay. Just we did see 6 people die and whatnot, and
I mean, yeah, it was bad, but the feeling. I have a feeling we're gonna. I'm just keeping it together on the outside for everyone. It's not the best thing, but
yeah, I want to make sure you're not doing. Oh, did you?
yep, it's what I've been doing since Detroit.
Yeah. Listen, I've been doing that a bit of myself, but it's not the most healthy thing. It's maybe not. Just maybe you can keep your face together at the table, but let's maybe talk to some. We talk to one of us, one of the others, maybe. We're all here for each other. We're all a big family.
Yeah.
Keeping things bottled up is not good.
Thank you, Claire.
No, it's just checking up, making sure everybody's fine. Good night, Cynthia. Remember, if you want to talk about it, keeping a mask on is not the most healthiest. I'm just gonna be kind of like Spider-Man. I want to jump around in the suit and whatever. And
Do you think? Yeah, maybe we should bring that up to Charles. I guess they already know our faces, yeah, but we might want something to next time we go out in the field.
we can talk about it next time. But a bunch of six-masked individuals walking the street might be more suspicious. It's like a,
But we don't like put the masks on immediately, but like when something's gonna happen, when we know something's gonna happen.
That's not why we stick to sunglasses and whatnot first before we pick on the.
It's more just I don't also want to end up like getting wanted by the actual police in addition to secret shadowy organizations.
That's a good point. Yeah, we can talk about them tomorrow. Listen, you can get your own costume, Cynthia. It's fine if you want it. I'm sorry, it was a joke.
I mean, I think I'd look good.
Because Claire would chuckle. Good night.
Good night.
She's checking on the two others as well. Don't worry, Sir Claire will talk to you, Cynthia. Sorry, she will talk to the two others as well.
Hey, what's up, Claire?
Yeah, for logistics, is Jack also there, or are you?
You know what? You know what? For sakes, we'll probably walk. You don't mind? We probably walk into the room together. What do you think, Tatiana?
Yeah, I assume we're going the same direction.
Yeah, for logistics sake.
What's up?
Yeah. Wait.
I just want to check up on you if you're doing fine.
I'm good. At the very least, we got things done. And no one got hurt. And
Well,
Fine.
people got hurt, but
you know
you
what I
know.
mean.
Yeah.
And we saw Eddie again. Honestly, I'm trying to take the good instead of looking the bad. That's all you can do.
I'll be honest, I'm just kind of taking it one day at a time.
Yeah. Only not all of us get to turn into a flaming skull of magic.
It's complicated. It's possession, kinda.
Does he pay you rent?
He gives me the powers.
Are you sure that you get cursed? Anyways, that's a different conversation.
To answer your question, I think we're fine for today. Tomorrow might be a different story, but for tonight, we're fine.
Are you okay, Claire?
I'm doing as you would think you am. Are you doing okay?
Look, if you need to talk about it, you can come to any of us. Okay.
I was checking up on you, make sure you're doing fine. Or you're doing, but maybe it's just you're not doing as bad as I am. Listen, what's the wonderful thing? How to distract yourself by talking about the problems of others.
Yeah, it helps a lot. Tatiana's gonna give Claire a hug if she allows.
Oh yeah, yeah, she will.
Hey, if you whatever you need, Claire, don't hesitate to ask.
Listen, I can't throw fireballs. This might as well at least help you deal with emotional problems. Even though I'm most never good at that.
Talking about you wouldn't be anywhere without Claire around. Come on.
That's true. Someone has to do your fucking homework.
Listen, I pay attention to your notes. I'm learning.
Mhm.
Well, some of us have better set of
Yeah,
skills.
yeah,
than
yeah,
others.
yeah. Without me, you probably would have been grounded at school.
Actually, I don't really need to. I just read a book and I'm fine. I don't really have a problem.
How about I don't help you for a year?
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
awesome.
okay, you know what? You guys can measure your brains later. Some of us are not as gifted with knowledge as you, so I'm gonna just keep copying off your homeworks.
The smart strat.
Now, listen, I'm learning. I learn, just not like I don't have like the 120 something IQ you guys do.
You just hear
Ah.
Czar in your head. That's such a bullshit excuse.
Like you're just gonna hear him say, "Shut the fuck up." It's not an excuse. If it's
Sounds like
what do
an
you
excuse.
suggest? Listen here, Mister. You're in, whose head are you in? Are you gonna memorize the information for me? You could.
It's
Yeah,
Jack
but
just
that would
says,
all.
right.
Yeah, he is in fact arguing with himself.
Yes.
Like,
We're used to this. We're used to this.
yeah, he'll say, no, because that would also be you relying on a crutch.
Fine. I'll do the homework. Will that make you happy, Czar?
Yes.
Pay you rent.
Yeah, they say you should pay me rent. How do you feel about that?
I am paying your rent.
See, that's what I said.
Kyoko just kind of laugh and good night to you both.
Night, Claire.
All right, night.
As you all get to rest, the next day would arrive. You're in the morning. You all are around the table, and Charles was a stressful mission, but I'm glad to see everyone here is safe.
Didn't even break a sweat.
Wasn't even worried.
Does appear that your training has paid off, and I believe you managed to save Miss Aurora's life.
How is she holding up?
Other than, well, she is handling it. I believe she has agreed for the moment to stay with us and share some of her knowledge of the mystical arts. Might be able
That's
to
good.
help those of you with a more mystical inclination.
Cool.
There is, though, some bad news. There was a bit more information that I decided to not share with you at the time because, well, we still don't have much to go on, but given the recent events, like I should be as transparent as possible. You all know by now that those tests were made to try and figure out, well, people with the X gene and highly compatible individuals. I didn't tell you highly compatible with what. Logan and your uncle Claire have found some of the records that the syndicate tried to dispose of. Appears that they were trying to, well, start seemingly a human experiment related to enhancing humans and creating, well, mutants, superhumans. They called it Project Parasite. We're not really sure on the details, but we believe that this may be a collaboration with between several organizations from the underworld. Now, on the fact that they acted so boldly in broad daylight, I think for the time being there will be no more excursions like this.
Level not.
We will increase the trips, the training camp, that you can practice. And well, Max has taken a flight, procure some necessary equipment from a mutual acquaintance of ours.
What kind
Hopefully.
of equipment?
Well, different accessories and gadgets that may prove useful on the field. You going out there in shirt and pants may not be the best, well, the best equipment. As well as we might try to potentially conceal some of your identity, if possible. People know about you, but not everyone knows about you, so at least we'll try and limit the spread of information. I have also reached out to your friend Eddie, but he is quite a stubborn one.
Yeah, that's Eddie for sure.
I hope he will be safe, and he has any trouble, he will reach out like he promised.
All right.
I have been thinking a lot about what you said many months ago, Tatiana. I have started to put the word out in more discreet circles that the Xavier Institute is taking in gifted children, help them accommodate their new abilities. As such, I expect over time we might get a few new people around here. Which brings us to tomorrow, when we'll have a new attendant classes. I expect you to provide her the same warm welcome that I've given each other by now.
Yeah,
What's
cool.
Of course.
yeah? What's their name?
Jean. I'm sure you'll get along just fine.
Looking forward to it.
Odd. No. There's nothing else. Go and talk with Logan about certain things. He'll probably like turn around and roll away, leaving you all alone. It's like one that sort of looks a bit mischievous.
All right, what you got on your mind?
We're like a superhero academy, aren't we?
All
I
right.
Yeah.
want to say, yeah.
Yeah.
Clear size.
Do you think
don't
we'll
think-
do you think we'll get like cool gadgets? Do you think we'll get like bombs? Like we should just throw them.
I don't think throwing bombs is a wise idea. I think the government will appreciate that.
I think
whoa.
we should.
Now, outside of bombs, I think the most important thing to worry about is superhero names.
That's true.
I'm not the creative kind. But what are you guys thinking?
I have a couple ideas. Give me some time to think on them. I don't want to say them out loud because they might sound stupid.
Well, say them out loud anyways, and we'll put a vote to it.
I was thinking one of them being sidestep, maybe, but that doesn't feel right either.
Sideways.
What's a good word for teleport? I gotta look at this encyclopedia for this.
No blink, maybe.
Blink could be a one. That's not bad. See, Claire, this is why we keep you around.
But maybe don't adopt a public name. I think being secret. I think is when you
I think
won't
the-
use.
It's
Oh,
it's
come
code
on.
names. Code names.
What do you want to? What for a mission? Do you want us to be like Claire? We're over here. Like, how do you want to handle that?
I don't know. Think of a code name real quick.
We don't have to think about it now, but we should think about a team name.
The team name is not a necessary code name.
It
You know, like-
helps bonding.
Kind of one
Yep.
that sort of snaps her finger and says, "Well, there's a lot of people ex-Gene.
Mm.
Mhm.
So what if we just X-Men?
We could do that.
Doesn't sound too bad. We could probably brainstorm a couple more ideas, but we could put that on the chart.
She kind of does
It-
like
it
a
will
big
be on
X with her hands.
Do-
Proposes.
If we're
You
gonna,
know what?
if we're
You've sold me. I'm in.
Yeah,
I'm in.
honestly, yeah.
alright, listen, but only if we can get it on the we have to put the X on the costumes.
I can see that working out.
Dude,
Yeah.
Claire's second size.
Yeah. Next day, as new arrival, Institute is here as the young girl, Jean Grey. Oh. Joins apparently the newly branded team as kind of like steps off the vehicle, looking a bit nervously at all of you. Hey,
Hello. Nice to meet
Hey,
you.
Howdy.
I'm Cynthia, by the way.
Tatiana.
Jack.
I'm Claire.
Scott kind of goes to extend his hand, like sort of stumbles and like falls.
And then we spike him out of orbit so he looks like we're more like a stupid idiot.
Like
I want to catch him. Catch him.
Yeah, can I try to catch me some battle ready, baby?
as like he's like about to fall, like Jean sort of like looks at him, and like you can see his like fall gets completely stopped as Wanda says, "That wasn't me."
And it's so fucking cool.
It's like, oh, be careful over there, hotshot. That's kind of helps him get back up. He like looks a bit embarrassed, but like introduces himself as Scott. Why are you all
I will try to stop this. There's no
You-
tomorrow here.
you gremlins?
I'm
I'm
sorry.
not
I'm sorry.
saying anything. I'm not saying anything, Grant.
No, I'll fully admit this is me and Red. This
She
is
just
therapy for me and
said,
Red right now.
listen,
No,
this is
Red, you don't understand what we
one
suffered through.
introduction. Listen, listen, just because tomorrow's not here, Mac. I am here.
Red, temporary alliance to screw up this relationship.
I agree.
As yeah,
You should really let go of the hate inside your hearts.
You don't understand.
as I think with the next year of training will fly by, just as this other one has. As well, Storm will. She is like I said, she's several years, a couple of years older than the rest of you, so she is a bit more in the know about her
Mature.
own powers. As she will join and help you train a bit more. As yeah, training sessions will sort of increase. As well, I guess now that you know where Eddie actually lives, you'll be able to exchange regular letters.
Yay.
He seems to be doing fine, trying to scrape by enough money to make it. Completely refusing any handouts.
God damn it, Eddie.
Yeah, as I think things sort of evolve as you start like practicing more and being a bit more confident, and with Storm and her experience with she her powers do just seem to kind of be quite esoterical in nature. She identifies as a sort of witch, so there doesn't seem to be any rational explanation, biological or otherwise.
She's cool.
She is cool. And
Simply built.
Simply built them. Uh, as even with this setup, I think school will still be important. And yeah, apparently once Max returns from Eastern Europe with a lot of fancy new gadgets and toys that have the Latverian University brands stamped onto them, Scott will be given his newly made prototype for a visor that would allow him to sort of moderate and control those fucking laser beams. So it doesn't actually. You are in fact sponsored by Doctor Doom. You are so correct, man. Yeah, if you ask, you'll learn that Charles and Dr. Werner do know one another, and have worked on several like research papers together. So, yeah, Dr. Werner is also trying to help out, and he's basically trying to build a device that would let well a device that would let people track down humans with the X gene active much easier than just like rumors, hearsay, and fucking hope.
What a hero. He's our ally. Love him.
He is. He is. You see, Red? It's all part of the setup. It's all part of the setup as I am slowly eroding the Fantastic Four.
Thank you. I appreciate the help from Dr. Doom.
Doctor Doom, Reed, you have to kill Reed Richards. My condition.
Is there any reason? No, you know what? That's an after session talk.
Yeah. As you are all, well, you still can get to enjoy like a bit of high school here and there, but definitely with whatever like armed criminal syndicate after you, school tends to fall a bit off to the wayside as trips to the training facility become more and more frequent. As yeah, at this point, the house is a bit big. You'll have you know what? I'll put this to a vote. I'll be nice.
Mm.
Which do you prefer?
What prefer what?
Between Bobby Drake or Kitty Pryde?
Oh,
I only know one of those characters.
I know
I'm gonna go-
neither.
I'm gonna go Kitty. Sorry, Red.
I will vote for the character I know, which is Pride.
Okay.
yeah.
I'm
I love
sorry,
Bobby Drake. Yeah.
Democracy manifests. I am the medium voter. I only recognize one name.
me and Zaz are the median voters here. We have no idea.
I
Iceman.
am entirely vibe based.
You guys, you know him? He's Iceman.
Iceman, yeah.
He's Iceman.
Well, I changed my vote then.
Okay.
I know that name. I recognize that name.
That's actually good because I have a young Bobby. Fucking, I don't have young.
Me and Zaz are the median voter, completely uninformed.
I can be swayed with a single political ad.
Yeah.
My
Listen,
vote is undecided even while I'm in line on election day.
my vote was for Kitty, but I was not gonna let you guys go on knowledge voting. I was not gonna just sway the masses with misinformation.
But yeah,
You can easily swear.
it's definitely getting a bit more crowded here as with both Bobby and Jean joining you past year. Training would sort of resume as well. No more like fucking dangerous missions. You will finish the training proper as time would go by, and well, if you keep eyes on the news, you can definitely, well, apparently Spider-Man is still a menace, an increasingly menace, as right now you are all probably sort of high school seniors, I would say. As you have a bit of training now, proper training, as well, It's been some time since Charles kind of gathered everyone in the school. As you're all sort of in the main area in the living room. He looks at you with a bit of a smile. Says, well, last month's training went quite well. Weirdly enough, Logan had no complaints, which is a good sign, I think.
It's good to hear.
Is. So, in light of that, I've decided that I think we should give field tests another shot. You have a few more years now of training underneath your belt. And, well, a new lead has shown itself. Remember 2.5 years ago when I told you about the human experiment, Project Parasite. Well, we've located one of their testing facilities. We believe there might be people, test subjects inside. I think you're ready for your first proper mission, if you are willing.
Of course.
Oh,
People are in
always.
trouble.
If they're experimenting on people in there, yeah, we've got to go.
He like nods. Well, we have received a gift from Dr. Werner. I think it'll be quite useful on this trip. So tomorrow, pack your gear. We'll take a drive and see the gift waiting for you in the valley.
Okay, that sounds pretty awesome. We're excited and looking forward to it.
He called it his pride and joy. So you should be.
That's good. Let's go take a look at it.
Yeah.
As you'll say, this mission, I'll have people divvy up into 2 teams. The U4, suggestions that you, Claire, Tatiana, Jack, and Cynthia, and the others. One team will head from the north, the other team will head from the south. You will have Logan there to help coordination, as well as on-site assistance. It shouldn't be too dangerous. This testing facility is lightly guarded, so I expect minimal security. Probably people that don't even know what they are guarding. Once inside, you are to do reconnaissance only, see if they have any victims that need to be rescued, escort them out, and evacuate. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Crystal.
Better put those new suits and equipment to good use then. Good luck to all of you. Yeah, you'll have the rest of the day to sort of prepare a bit. If you want to have any conversations with one another or with anyone else in the house.
Nah.
I think Tatiana would probably spend time with Wanda and Pietro, mostly because I assume Pietro hangs out with the sister, so
Yeah.
mostly just small talk and seeing how they're doing with the mission.
Scott will kind of actually talk to you, Claire. Like, So, you four figured out what kind of like who wants to team leader on this mission?
Gonna be honest, not yet. No.
Sounds like something you should talk about.
Yeah. Probably. Yes. I'll talk. I can probably. I can. I think already foresee how the mission will go. Probably in my head. I'll try to talk to the others.
Listen, know what they say? You need to work on your communication, so make sure it's not just in your head you see the mission.
Yeah, I'll try. You know, I used to want to just be an engineer before all this.
Why did you say yes?
Well, sadly, I don't think I can get a run. I don't think I'll get to run away from my problems. Plus, I think this is the statistically safest place.
Wrong.
Besides, helping people is good.
Yeah, yeah.
And these are my family. I don't want to abandon them.
He'll kind of
Don't
like
hide- don't-
smile at that.
I don't want to hide at my. Don't hide away. Besides, someone has to be a cool head in there.
He like looks at Tatiana going and like chatting with Wanda as they're both like hyping one another and like nods.
Yeah.
Hey now.
Yeah, you will take over your people, and I'll take over.
I will say it's not just Tatiana, by the way, that is going to hype.
Cynthia is also there next to them, hyping as well.
Scott and Claire are looking at this with great worry. I see.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll probably just talk to Storm. I'm not gonna be part of the hype group.
But Claire will just smile, Scott. Thanks.
We'll do fine. Don't worry about it.
She gives him a cautious smile.
Pat you on the shoulder. As you're talking to Stormjack, and she says, "Oh, well, I suppose make sure none of these knuckleheads get hurt."
Yeah. Well, you know. Are you worried? Are you worried at all?
Didn't Logan always tell us? I always expect the worst.
Yeah, but that's why they're sending us, right?
Well, I'm expecting the worst.
Yeah. Well, with you and me there, how they don't stand a chance.
It remains to be seen. Just kind of smile at you.
All right. Well, stay safe, all right? I'll see you on the other side.
She nods. As Jean sort of kind of approaches the three of you and says, like, as like you're like sort of all hyping one another, it's like, so like none of you are worried at all. It's just like,
I mean, you can be worried all the time and be freaked out, but what is it gonna really do but add more stress to the situation? You gotta have belief in yourself. Know that you're gonna make it out and it's gonna be an awesome time there the entire ride.
yeah, no, you're
Besides-
probably right.
We're going in as a team.
I'll let you know a secret. I am worried,
You don't look
but
like it.
that's yeah, it's the point. It's called keeping morale up, exuding confidence, and besides, it's normal to be worried you're going somewhere dangerous, but if we don't go, there's a good chance there's going to be innocent people who are going to keep getting hurt.
Ah, come on. As Tatiana will sling her arm around the shoulder of Cynthia. It's just like, come on, we're going in together. We're badass. We're a team. We've trained for this. It's gonna be do fine.
Making sure she knows. I'm just making sure she knows. Just because she's wearing Hawaii on her sleeves doesn't mean anything.
Come on, Genie, you gotta believe in yourself, right?
Yeah, no, you're
Yep.
right. You're right. God damn it. I can do this. I
Yeah.
can do this.
You're badass, you got powers, and you're gorgeous. No one can stop you.
Wanda kind of rolls her eyes. Maybe not the last part, but
Ah, come on.
I'm telling her like the hairstyle just does not work, Jean. No.
We can work on it. We got
Jean kind
time.
of looks a bit embarrassed by it.
Don't worry, we got time. We all go through our figuring ourselves out phase.
So I reckon Cynthia will pick up like the big braid. Took me a while to settle on this.
Bobby just kind of, as he like passes by, says, "Oh, that says a lot about you, but I'm not really surprised."
What was that, Bobby?
Don't need to tell me. I know I'm cool.
Yeah. Cool as ice. Blinking away.
I heard that, Bobby. Get back here.
No, she just starts running.
What happened?
Like leaves the patch of ice on the floor. Has to like slightly slip on it a bit.
Ah, I can teleport. I'll find you eventually.
Yeah. Between all the goofing around and the nerves that are being sort of assured right now, the next day you're all in gear as thanks to Dr. Werner's gadgets, you all have more or less like proper tactical equipment, like boots, bulletproof vests for those that actually need them.
Yeah, I cannot need some back.
Don't worry.
Uh,
Save.
You have like proper like radio comms. You are about as equipped as any decent like fucking SWAT team would.
Paramilitary.
Yeah, no fucking no fucking spandex for you. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, okay. I was scared for this. I was kind of scared for this. Oh, thank fuck.
Oh fucking
guys,
spandex.
Oh, do we have Bruce Wayne like?
Can we tell? Hey, listen. Can we tell Mr. Warner that he needs to like fix the lights in here? It's so fucking dark. I can't fucking see anything.
Yeah, he tries.
What
It's
the-
just that every time he does, there's this other guy called Zach that just kind of goes by and like dims them again.
What kind of flavor of supplement would you use? Is this modern equipment or fucking X Warsaw Pact stuff?
I'm
It's
going
a
with.
combination because this is still like the fucking early 90s, so
We do see still the hammer and sickle on some of the buckles and stuff like that.
no. They're you know what? It's removed. These are not labeled uniforms. They do have the X though. He took that suggestion into design, and it does incorporate that, like on maybe on the belt or like a small patch somewhere.
Cool.
And yeah, you drive over and like Logan parks the car and you can see this sort of large hangar that like opens it. You see this large, well, sort of black tinted plane almost as sort of gets slightly rolled out.
Logan,
Yep.
what does Charles do? What does Charles do for this much money?
Oh, this isn't Charles.
Is this a military aircraft? How the fuck did
Well, sent by Victor himself.
he could have been? Can I say check out
Is it like a stealth thing? Because how else? This seems like a lot to move without anyone noticing.
Well, yeah, but we have a guy who is literally the walking magnet. So
Do you think we should make him like a gift basket as a thank you for this? Because this is fucking wow.
well, you can apply for his college scholarships, I guess.
I'm to the story. We need immigrants.
This is yeah, called it the Blackbird 1. First of its kind. Larger
Can I learn to
than
fly this?
Did he custom build this thing?
yeah,
The fact that he
large.
said he calls it one is very ominous that there will need a number 2.
Okay,
Well,
fine.
I
Have you-
imagine they're gonna improve it. Like,
Mm.
You haven't met the man, but he's a bit of an obsessed geek.
Can I fly this thing? I would
No.
like to.
I don't
Ah,
think you're trained in flying this thing, Tatiana.
No,
I
none of
could
you
be.
are.
I could be.
Tatiana, you can't do physics,
We'll
We,
add
will we?
much less fly a plane.
we'll add this for classes the upcoming
Yes.
year. Okay. But right now, I'm the only one who actually knows how to pilot this kind of crap. That'd be too difficult compared to the military jets I used to fly.
I mean, this is pretty experimental. I don't know.
Yeah,
Pretty up to date.
it's supposedly made to be, as he quoted me, able to be piloted by morons. So how hard can it be?
So we fit the bill. Got it.
gonna say that it's it's either gonna there's either gonna be a breeze or it's gonna be really funny.
Exactly.
Oh, if we crash this thing, will he make us a second one?
Most likely.
I'm not sure how much money does he have for this plane development. Is expensive.
You know what? Let's not look a gift horse in the mouth this time.
You realize Latveria is engaged in active conflict wars with neighboring powers, right? Pretty sure
yeah,
this
but-
comes out of the military budget.
Yeah, but
It's embezzling it.
but that's a lot of multi-budgets to invest. They don't have the
what?
best stuff.
Listen, whatever we get, we're just gonna take.
You know what? You can ask him yourself. You can probably ask him yourself.
When do you apply for his university?
I don't want to go to school in an active war zone. Thank you very much.
With Victor on my side, I think we'll be fine. I call shotgun.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, you all step in, and yeah, it's larger than your average. Like it's a bit larger than a private jet, but yeah, as it sort of wheels out of the hangar and it takes off from the landing strip, you can see it accelerate to insane fucking speeds as you all. Well, this will be the first time you actually experience some fucking G-force, so the ones with sturdy, I guess you're fine, but the rest of you, this still is gonna be sickening a bit. Logan seems fine though.
Cynthia is listen. Don't worry, Cynthia will take it in good spirits and only like moderately like make fun of them.
Logan's like, you kids having trouble there breeding?
No.
If there's a god, please kill me now. Czar, is there a god? Please tell him to kill me.
I wouldn't know that. Why would I know that? Why would you want him to kill you? Because of this is nothing compared to the suffering of thousands of people.
Okay, Czar, I hear about your suffering, but I'm suffering right now. I'm sorry.
You are
You're right. You're right.
being a
You're
big
right.
baby.
Cynthia can just say it tickles a bit.
All right, sorry. You're right. You're right. I'll shut the fuck up.
As yeah, you'll be flying this as eventually not sure if it lasts, but as sort of manages to descend, you, after vomiting a bit, some of the less sturdy, walk out. Logan will say, okay, seems you know each other, remember your training. This is not a drill. Focus, people. I will not any of you get hurt. After we go back and you get better, I will hurt you twice as a bad. Got that?
Yes, sir.
With a salute. Yes, sir.
Okay. Move out. As you will all sort of split, as you will be taking the northern part. And yeah, who's gonna do a bit of scouting ahead?
I think the person who's a teleport should scout.
Can we
As good as
scout? Can,
you said.
can most people do the scouting? Like one fucking like sneaks around while the other while someone else
Agility
there knows.
would be sneaking. Gonna use teleport. I'm just gonna deduct some of your like.
Okay, then Claire should go because she has this scoping equipment probably.
Yeah, like, can you roll me an agility roll? You will have one edge because this is.
Understood. Do we select an edge somewhere or
No.
just?
Once you roll, you'll select which one is the lowest dice and click edge
I
underneath
see.
it.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. So
Damn.
click like the 4. There we go. Yeah, 18 definitely enough. As yeah, Claire, you move in first as you use the wood surrounding you to get as close as possible to the wall of the training facility. As you manage to sort of guide the others after you, scaling the wall with ease. As you manage to bypass their quite scant patrols. As well, I don't think the door is gonna pose much problem for you, Cynthia, as you just kind of rip it off its hinges, a yank. As you move in. There you again take frontal position as you scout out ahead, going through the long corridors, making sure that the coast is. Sorry, my dog's.
Pet me, father. Pet me now.
Oh, I did in fact expose you, God, for your crimes.
I'm mocking them. They've been waiting.
Yeah, as you sneak in. You kind of hear on the comms that the other team has also successfully infiltrated as you are sort of covering the base. It does just kind of see as you pass through several rooms that there's just like a bunch of offices. There doesn't seem to be even that many people around. Mostly maybe like fucking like what look like workers that clean the place, and like the odd security guard every now and then. But eventually, you reach what looks like an elevator. As you kind of, if you enter, you'll see it leads further down below.
Nothing venture, nothing gain. Let's go, gang.
Yeah. Tell the others over the comms. Yeah, we found an elevator. We're going down.
As you relay that over the comms and then start descending, there's almost like a short circuit as you realize you lost signal about like 10 seconds after the elevator started descending.
It must be shielded, so unwanted transmissions can't get out.
Maybe.
We might also be under the ground. I'm not sure. Well, how long are we turning with the elevator? How long is it taking?
Quite a long time.
Yeah, Claire will actually mention. This is taking a bit.
Well,
We're
I had
deep
a
underground
secret-
and a concrete.
If I had a secret underground basement full of experimentations, what you want to put in the deepest, darkest place you could find?
Yeah.
So those of impressive work for a criminal syndicate to do.
Do you think maybe the syndicate might just be the front guys for a lot of very rich, very powerful people?
Probably.
I'd be surprised if the governments are involved. Or they already tried with Logan.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's just if this thing gets blown wide open, it's a bunch of criminals who can take a wonderful fall, and not everyone else.
Yeah. Well, for now, let's just worry about getting who's ever here out and worry about that second. That'll be a happy little accident.
Big damn heroes.
As you eventually the doors do open. As I'm gonna need another agility roll from the person sort of leading this.
Yep.
Make sure you
Claire
don't
will do it
trigger
again.
any alarms. I did.
16.
Check the fucking.
No edge this time, I assume.
No, but yeah, 15 just clears it. So yeah. As yeah, you kind of sneak, and you do spot a couple of like CCTV cams as you like shoot them immediately to prevent them from like spotting you. As this place looks a bit more secure than the what's up above. So it's only a matter of time until you're detected, but you bought yourself probably 5 minutes, give or take, as you quickly move down the hallways. As yeah, as if you try and reach out the comms, there is nothing. But as you move through, there is you can see like a large door that says sort of a test room on it. There's lots of other like side rooms as well in this like long corridor. What do you do?
So,
Should we split up into two? Take a look around?
check for some kind of barracks or I'm not sure we have time to check into our facility.
Well, we should try to see where they're holding people. I don't think Tess is where they're holding, but yeah, let's split up into two. Cynthia
not-
with Claire, Tatiana with me.
Yeah, our internal comms working, like short range radio and stuff.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright, let's go.
Yeah, if we come across any trouble, we meet back here and try to make it to the elevator.
So which one of you is going? Which team is going where?
I'll leave that up.
Yeah, do you guys want to go to tests or do you guys want to check the rooms? Because I'm fine with either or.
But it looks like the testing is locked, so I think Cynthia will have to fucking break that shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say
It's
okay,
not
that's-
gonna be challenging for you to pry the doors open, Cynthia.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think like it's not challenging Cynthia, so I think Cynthia is going to go to the test room. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, Claire will be ready and careful.
As she like starts prying the door open. I guess Jack, Tatiana, you start like searching the side rooms.
Yeah.
As you like
Yeah.
go through one of the doors, again empty. So it's doesn't seem like anyone's around. As you, but this room you entered, it's like filled with cabinets of files and like computers.
I guess we can start looking through it a little bit.
There's a lot. So
Oh. I don't know, Tatiana. Do you want to grab some stuff? Or do you want to just keep moving?
Wouldn't waste our time. We're here to save people, sadly. So no recon for that.
Yes,
Go first.
check. There's like 6 rooms in total, so you like start going through each and one of them.
Yeah.
As both, luckily or maybe unluckily, depending, they are all empty. As Cynthia, the moment you like pry the door open, like it sort of gives out, and as it pulls back, you can see this large area. There's 2 glass tanks filled with some sort of liquid. As you see 2 people floating in that liquid, seemingly unconscious. One of them you recognize barely. Actually, you know what? Give me a logic roll. Do you even remember
Can
this
we
guy?
both or
Yes, you can both.
only Cynthia?
You're both in the room.
Marvel, baby.
Marvel, baby.
Holy shit. Yeah, Claire, you remember. This is This is Damien. This is the guy that sold you drugs that like one time many years ago. He's kind of just floating in the tank. The young woman in the other tank, you have no fucking idea who she is.
Yeah. Oh shit, that's Damien. Huh?
Who?
I sold some drug many years ago from
Okay.
Detroit.
Well,
Claire will.
Nerd, tell me real quick. Am I safe to just break him out, or something else?
She looks for a terminal or something, or a computer or something, or like a release button, anything.
Yeah,
If there's anything in this room.
Each container has like a release valve.
Any computer terminal, any file beneath, like any instructions of anything.
Not really. Just
Alright,
computers
okay,
around, but like
Yeah, and in that case, yeah. Well, all right, be ready. We don't know what state it'll be. As Claire would release.
as you like turn the release valve, the liquid seems to drain as the glass kind of gets lifted as they both almost kind of collapse to the ground. As a general alarm starts resounding in the entire building.
Cynthia's gonna pick
Let's
the stuff up. Let's get
Well-
let's get the fuck out of here.
As you go to pick them up, the woman seems unconscious, but as you approach, Damien his eyes sort of jut open as you can almost, it looks like something just crawled underneath his like pupil as he like screams and backs away from you. And as he's like sort of backing away, the way he's gripping the metal floor leaves these heavy indents in it. As he's like clearly in a fucking frenzy.
Holy shit! Cynthia's gonna look. I'm like, holy shit! I don't know if you recognize. I don't know if you remember us.
Damien, you know, calm down. We're here to save you.
Yeah.
Fuck away from me. Get the fuck. And
Damien.
you just see his entire body sort of start to like, his skin starts to like change color as his fingers elongate into these large sharp claws as he like sort of just swings wildly in front of you.
Oh. Yeah, Claire will try to dart out, lift this off the fucking Cynthia, and
Unless you were trying to kind of approach him, you're not gonna like. He's just kind of like a way to keep you.
okay, I see.
Listen. Okay. Gotta back up. But that's alarm going off. The people who put you in that tank are gonna be here soon. We have a plane that can get you out of here. Even if you don't want to come with us, the exit's that way.
Hey, give me that ego roll.
Absolutely. 10.
Goddamn. What a beautiful dice.
There's a moment he like.
What does getting like a Marvel on the Marvel dice even do? I mean,
if you get
think like a crit.
So if you succeed on a roll and you roll the Marvel die, it's like a fantastic success. I think they call it. That's like a natural, like a crit. Because then you have like the fantastic success as that, and then you have like the Omega success when you roll like 3 6s. Like 2 6s and a Marvel die. But if you fail, it's just gonna be like you fail, but it's not the worst failure. So in this case, he will not, in fact, bull rush you in a frenzied panic mode. But you see him look desperately up as he sort of jumps and just sort of fucking flies through the ceiling. As you can see, like earth and concrete start to like drop from where he's like fucking seemingly digging his way out.
shit, come on. Let's get the others, get in the elevator. Maybe we can run into him before he fucking runs off with the others.
Let's go. Yeah.
I presume you grab the other woman.
Yes.
Pistol ready at this point. Yep.
As you like reunite with the other two in the hallway, as they've probably already called down the elevator at this point.
What the? Oh shit! Is she alright?
Okay, she's unconscious right now. There's another guy, Damien, if you remember, apparently, drug dealer guy. Problem is, he's not unconscious. He's digging his way up. Hopefully, we'll get up there before him, can get with the rest of the people, and I'm gonna be honest, he's fucking terrified right now.
Okay.
But we need to get him on the fucking plane, because if he stays here, he's probably gonna get put back in the fucking tube again.
Oh, all right. We'll figure it out,
Let's
but
go.
first we gotta get out.
As you sort of the elevator door dings, now on the radio you can start hearing as the sound of gunfire is echoing, as it seems like the other team is fighting what sounds like armed, like combatants.
Security.
Yeah.
Status report.
As you can hear Logan calling, kind of talking over the comms. Shit, you're back. We lost signal.
Yeah, we were in a underground facility, and I guess, and I'll look over at the other two. One of the captives is digging his way out.
Shit, okay. Rendezvous back at the Blackboard. We need to leave. The area is being swarmed. The others have dealt with about 20 armed combatants, more incoming. The radar is showing several airbound vehicles as well. We need to leave now.
All right, we'll meet everybody back at the Blackbird.
As yeah, I mean, you kind of like rush through the hallways as the others will probably like try and distract the armed forces away as you sort of exit the building. In the courtyard through the earth, you can see this sort of almost creature kind of dig its way out completely. As it's time, I engage into maximum hackery. I have
He's
no
a mole
limits. No. Looks like this. Just completely covered. It's almost
Where
like
have I seen this guy before?
I've never seen this man before. I have no
don't know.
idea.
I don't know.
I think this out. Wait a minute. This was a rejected actor. Well, listen, I'm glad he wasn't good enough in my production, but I'm glad he found work.
He found
Listen,
work.
you could almost say that this is the prototype version.
He emigrated to America.
Okay. Well,
Holy shit, is that him?
You can see like the thing like its skin is almost like moving as if it's like a living being. As it
Claire?
looks in your direction, and there's like a loud shriek that lets out.
Fuck, I don't think it's him right now. He's panicked.
Well, let's see what we can do. Claire, take the girl, and the rest of us, let's see if we can talk him down.
Okay, let's get the rescue mission.
Rescue mission. Get the Claire, get the girl. The rest of us will deal with this.
That will not. He takes the girls.
Yeah.
Hey. We're not here to hurt you. We're gonna get you out of here, but you gotta calm down.
Why don't you give me an ego check? And at this point, I'll just... No
Alright,
reason, just in case you fail.
I will fail.
You
God
did fail.
damn it.
Oh my god! What a shit roll! Holy shit! What a
Oh.
dog shit roll! 2-2-1.
He is probably gonna. He's gonna. But I'm gonna put everyone in initiative order at the very least.
There's initiative order?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just
Oh my
so
god! The
we
grunt
can-
lore here.
No, he also has
Oh.
he has a higher initiative buff than you. That's why he rolled.
Okay.
Oh,
But-
plus
Oh,
6. I see now. I see the plus 6 now.
Yeah.
Grunt, I can't believe you rolled 3 12s in a row. What are the fucking odds?
Grunt, is it possible to call for Logan at this point? Oh, wait, Logan's at the plane. Never
Logan,
mind.
yeah,
Fuck.
Logan's not anywhere near you.
Yeah.
So he will in fact. Oh, I guess you were talking to him, so he's gonna take a swing at you. This is gonna be very painful. Yeah, so that hits. That. 30.
Oh, so I'm down.
No, actually, no, never mind, because you have no, you don't have 30. Never mind. Yeah, you just see this like he like shrieks, fucking lunges, and as his claws just impact Jack, the flaming mantle like comes on just at the last second before he gets fucking flung into a nearby post, collapsing, completely passing out. As
Oh,
like
Tatiana,
blood.
get him out of here. I run defense.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Yeah, Tatiana, get him out of here. I run defense.
Fuck, shit, fine.
As blood just kind of spurts all over the ground. As the thing like
Tatiana.
panic screams again, almost with a loud, ear-piercing shriek.
She's gonna grab Jack and sling him over her shoulder, trying to get him out of there.
Yeah, Cynthia, what are you doing?
Cynthia is running defense for them. Like, she's not like aggressively approaching the thing, but she is ready if this thing approaches them.
Well, what's everyone? I was gonna say, Tatiana, you have a good ego score. You could.
I know, no one's let me. I was gonna try, but Jack spoke before me.
Everybody's stealing Tatiana's +3 roll here.
You
All
can
right,
take
alright.
independent
Tatiana
action.
wasn't in the scene when I tried it.
Yeah. Tati wasn't in C with that one. If she can, she'll try, bro. Of course.
You can just, instead of like doing what Cynthia told you, I knock this thing down. It doesn't. You don't think Cynthia can hold this thing too long? How like it bulldozed through you.
Oh, that bad. Okay, yeah. This part moment where she looks between Cynthia and Jack before I look with determination, and she will put her hands up and try to get a little closer to the guy she's trying to talk to him, trying to see if she can do anything and talk him down.
Yeah, it seemingly it's like almost like an animalistic instinct.
Hey, look, I know you're scared and freaked out and don't know what the fuck's going on, but I promise you, we're here to help. We came to rescue, and we're going to try to get you home, okay? Just I need you to calm down so we can get you the fuck out of here. There's several people on their way, and we need to go, and we need to go fast.
With that ego roll.
I don't know if that was a good number or not.
Actually, that actually hits it. So it seems to like not cure you like it did Jack, as it like sort of takes a couple of steps back. It's still like not like calming down, but at least it's not like trying to murder you anymore.
Damien, we gotta go. There's an escape route here. We can get you home, and you can go wherever you need to go, but we gotta go now. Gotta come with us, please.
Seemingly, as it shakes its head in confusion, you can hear like sounds of helicopters as a fucking noise of a machine guns as it starts unloading into this thing.
Gotta yell out, run.
Yeah, you rush, you grab Jack. Cynthia, you have the other girl on your back. You both try and like run as this thing seemingly leaps and fucking starts shredding that helicopter to not seemingly too bothered by the hail of bullets. It's
Holy shit.
as in this chaos you manage to sort of run back as you rush into the woods, as you manage to reach the Blackbird, as everyone else is gathering as well. As you bring in the young woman, fucking Logan starts the jet, and as it ascends, it kind of engages its thrusters and fucking takes off. As everyone breathes, everyone else breathes a sigh of relief. What happened there? Jesus.
Okay. Make contact with the other fucking prisoner. Tried to get him to try to convince him to come with us. He responded negatively, but then the helicopter showed up, and he's focused more on that.
I thought we could try to talk him down, but there was enough time. Shit, did we just leave that guy behind?
Logan says, listen, Had several attack helicopters on the way. I don't. He looks at Scott, says, "You tell them what you saw." Scott nods, says, we had the guys that came to attack. That not all of them were just armed combatants. Some of them, I think they used magic. Not completely sure on that, but he points, and you can see that. Let me look at the list. As both Jean and Wanda look severely wounded. They're like bandaging themselves now. Yeah, this isn't a normal enemy.
Okay.
I don't think Chrono Syndicates also have attack helicopters. Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. I don't know. I didn't think magic was going to be a thing to be worried about in this scenario, but damn, that's on me.
I mean, some of those experiments surely must have succeeded, I guess.
Listen,
Magic, though?
I guess so. But listen, we tried to help the other guy. I'm gonna be honest, based on what I saw him do that helicopter, I'm gonna give him 40% odds that he's gonna get out anyways. We got, as she lifts up, like she holds the body of the other girl up a bit.
Yeah.
We got her out, and we all made it out alive. Some worse for wear.
Yeah.
Say that still that's
Yeah.
Don't worry, Bob. We'll bring her back to the mansion and see if she gets some medical attention. Maybe we can figure out a lead. Get the other kid. You did fine. You all did good.
good news. One good thing though about the other kid, I guess. We knew him back when he was in Detroit, so we can actually, we can actually give a description of what he looks like when he's not a huge giant monster.
I'll give you his name at least, so you, at least I could.
Good. Still make it easier to track him. Anyways, patched up. Make sure Jack doesn't die before we get back, because I need to beat his ass.
70 damage is awaiting you, Jack.
Oh, I'll make sure he makes it.
I don't know what to say, Tick. Maybe next time have sturdy. It turns out it is. I didn't know I was picking the strongest ability.
I didn't know either. I might have picked it instead of my other stuff.
Yeah, you'll all fly back. We'll end the session there.